Here we go. Haley, you son of a... No!
Sorry, guys.
What
I'm a
would our
fucking
stream
mess.
be if we did not start with just pure chaos?
I can't breathe. I'm sorry.
Everybody's already taken emotional damage before we even came on the air.
Emotion.
Welcome everybody to Tales of Initiative, episode 28 of Sunset over Vengalia. We are so excited that you are here. Matt, as soon as you can breathe, just, as soon as you breathe, you just come back to us. But we are so excited for everybody, we're just excited. Words and things. Hello. It's good.
Hey everybody.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
How you doing? You know what I'm saying? We are
Not doing nearly as good as Eileen is, but I'm doing pretty good.
Too raw, new raw. Anyhow, we have so much stuff going on at Tales of Initiative. Matt, why don't you tell us about your first episode of your amazing new campaign?
Yeah, we premiered last week with Tales Does Tales, and it was awesome. I almost killed a character, but it's totally okay. We're fine. They're past most of the giant rats, and I'm sure we'll never have to see giant rats again in this whole dungeon. If you haven't been keeping up, it is a game where we play through Tales from the Yawning Portal, which is an anthology of D&D adventures, and but with a little bit of a Cthulhu-y Eldritch horror twist. Haley is in those games, along with our amazing Sam, Joe, and Raz. Speaking of Raz, yesterday was the conclusion of Super Crypto Genshin Soul Cycle B, which was a one-shot, or two-shot, I should say, in Anime 5e that was featuring an adventure I'm writing for Day 20. So that was a lot of fun.
That is so much to say.
Super Crypto Genshin Soul Cycle B.
Super Crypto Genshin Soul Cycle, yeah, that's like... I feel like that's a keyword to get into something. Like, you have to get him to say these words.
You never know.
It's actually my password.
Yeah.
Mine's password.
I was actually just shoulder surfing Conlon one day when he was logging into his bank account.
We still make sure you're checking out the Tales website. We still have some great merch there. And we have some other cool stuff that's on the horizons. I'm going to be DMing another campaign that will be starting on Sundays called The Dawn of Vengalia. It is about the origins of the world that our characters are in, featuring the first group of adventuring heroes that the world will have ever known. So that will be starting on Sundays, so be looking out for that. And we want to thank our sponsor for today, Level 1 Gamers. So let's do that. There it is.
After finding a wonderful shop on his way home, father comes home to show his family the gifts he got. Luckily, Level 1 Gamers had a solution for all the problems he was about to face.
Bye guys. I'm going out.
Haley, where are you going dressed like that?
Dad, I'm just gonna go play D&D with my friends.
But you don't even have a single item of D&D merch. Here, at least put this on. I got you a shirt from Level 1 Gamers. It's high quality, fashionable, and I'm sure your friends will love it.
Resting lich face? What a boomer meme, but fine.
Next, he pulls the classic parent move of entering his son's room without knocking.
Are you winning, son?
Dad, you need to knock!
What do you got there, bud?
Nothing. I broke one of your mugs.
That's okay, son. I know that one was pretty fragile. Luckily, today, I got this amazing high-quality mug from Level 1 Gamers. See, it says Tiefling. I won't even miss that old one.
But the trouble did not end there. You see, the happy couple were expecting, and the anxiety of a new baby was setting in.
Honey, I'm really worried. The baby's due soon, and I just feel like we're not prepared.
Don't worry, darling. We've got everything under control. I went shopping today at this amazing store called Level 1 Gamers, and I just had to get this. It's a let's go on an adventure onesie.
Oh, honey, it's perfect. You're so considerate and have such good taste in shopping. You're right. We're going to be okay.
For all your D&D merchandising needs, Level 1 Gamers has got you covered. Be sure to visit their shop now with the code TOI22 to get 20% off your purchases. That's
Toy!
TOI22.
I feel like that just we need that like soundbite as like a tag for like literally anything. It's like the,
Really do.
like at the end of a show when it's like not a doctor. Like Matt, we just have Matt's toy.
Yes.
So thank you, Level 1 Gamers, for sponsoring this episode. Also, do not forget to check out our other amazing sponsors, Fernway Dice. Seriously, go check them out. Their dice are incredible. That's what I was killing the party with last week, and we'll continue to do so today.
Stop.
We have TA Maps, we have Emberwind, we have Day 20. Seriously, support our sponsors. They are. We don't just let anybody sponsor us. Like they've got to be worth being partnered with. So. We believe in literally everything that our sponsors do and like partnering with them. Also, just as a reminder, our fundraiser that we did, was it last week or the week before?
Both time was a flat soup. I think 2 weeks ago. Two
Yeah,
weekends
we
ago.
raised over $1,000 for the Gender Cool Project. So again, thank you to all of you who participated in that, both as streaming, as part of the participants, as well as for you who donated. Super worthy organization to work with. We're going to be partnering with them ongoing in the future as well. So thank you for that. Any other announcements that I'm missing? Hopefully everybody still has all their fingers and stuff from the 4th of July. Hopefully nobody blew themselves up. Finger check. Yeah, let's all just...
Hand check.
the 3 Americans in this chat.
I was gonna say, I think someone said to me, like,
I was also meaning to the people who were watching the stream, Conlon. It's
Yeah,
not always about you.
I will say, we still have Pride merch on the Tales website, so we're
Yeah.
still looking to
Yes.
get some D&D themed Pride stuff. I don't think it's coming down, so we're just going to leave it up.
well, we're proud every
Pride
month
merch.
here at
Yeah.
Tales.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Pride Month every month.
Yeah. I love
Cha.
it. And it is super... Shaw.
Cha.
Yeah, right. As F. Okay, that was last week's. All right, well, you know what? I think we're ready. I think let us continue the efforts to destroy the heroes, shall we? Let's get to
No.
the sunset
No.
over Vengalia.
I want to die.
When last we left off, the heroes, Nemeia and Edie, spent some downtime reconnecting, and Nemeia apologized for the stress that her relationship with Vix had been causing Edie, making sure to note to her that she didn't want it to interfere with their relationship. Edie then unveiled a bottle of alcohol that she had found in the tavern and wanted to have some fun with the party, and Nemeia reminded Edie that she also had some special herbs that they could use, but decided to hold off for now until a little bit more appropriate of a time. While this was going on, Rose was spending some time working with Thorn, trying to teach him to be more effective in fighting. Chorus made a braided collar for Thorn with some of Edie's rainbow cloth, and Archie helps Vix try to find a short bow to use, as well as just equipping some party items. Once a plan is made for how to try to clear the town of the remaining undead, they leave the guardhouse towards the Fountain of Hope. But as they're leaving, As Rose steps across the threshold of the door, she's overwhelmed with a vision from Aruna. In this vision, she sees a glimpse of her family. She sees her brother fighting against threats to her village. She sees a vision of each of her friends struggling or facing danger. She's then shown a vision of 2 giant zombies finding a survivor and turning that survivor into a zombie as well. The vision shows the blood and the life essence in the lake being pulled to an invisible current under the temple. She's then shown a circular object in the water that gives off a magical aura, and hears a voice from Aruna telling her this is where it all starts, as the vision fades. Realizing that the vision she was seeing of the giant zombies turning the survivor into a zombie was happening in that moment because the rest of the party had heard the screams as well, the party urgently heads towards the gates leading into the Fountain of Hope and makes a final plan before stepping through the gate right behind a giant zombie. Combat ensues, and the giant ends up grabbing Nemeia and continues to just pound on her and inflict damage before grabbing her around her middle and trying to pull her insides out. As the party attempts to defeat this giant, another giant zombie approaches the field of combat, as well as the other zombie that had just turned. Archie releases a slow spell to try to give the party some advantage against these overwhelming odds. And that is where we pick up today. We are in the middle of combat. Nemeia is held in the hands of this giant zombie, having been beaten literally half to death. The other giants have come into the field of battle. The other zombies come in. And it is Rose's turn as we are in this form of combat.
All right. So, Rose is still there, with her big, like a face of bravery, staring up this huge giant with that scimitar out, and she's going to try and take another slash with that scimitar at the giant.
Go for it.
Okay, so she's natural 20.
Yes!
That's a way to start out.
We're just gonna go with this because Undead Fortitude does not kick in if you do a critical damage. The maximum damage that it's going to do is going to be enough to kill this giant.
Yes!
So, Rose, describe how you kill this giant.
All right. So she's got this like face of bravery, and she's just seeing like there's the surrounding of the war horses, and she's just seeing Nemeia in danger, and she does not like that. So she takes out that scimitar of life stealing. It's just like, let her go, and like goes and uses all of her momentum and body force to kind of go and slash out, and basically just at the tendon in the leg, just completely like topple the giant, like slash off its into its leg, and it like kind of like it's almost like with a tree, like, you know, you kind of like cut into the tree and then
timber.
Yeah.
So then what's your killing blow?
With that, just for it to go down, and then it would be a lunge to the heart. Because she can't reach the heart right now.
So you cut the hack at the back of the leg, and it actually cuts through the bone. It's been weakened enough from the previous attacks that it snaps, and the weight of the zombie brings it down. And then you just thrust forward and just jab your scimitar into where the heart would be of this creature. Go ahead and roll, because I believe the scimitar, as the scimitar of life stealing, also gives you some temporary hit points. So go ahead and roll for your hit points that you're going to recover for that. But as you stab in,
I think it's just 10.
Is it 10? Okay, then you gain the 10 hit points. Perfect.
Okay.
So you gain those 10 temporary hit points. As your scimitar finds where its heart should be, the glow in the zombie's eyes fades, and it falls dead.
Thank
Nemeia,
goodness.
you are still within its hand. You are not technically grappled, but you will need to kind of get out of it. It's not forcefully holding you anymore, this current zombie. So that's your first action. Do you have a bonus action that you'd like to use?
I don't think so. I think right now what she would just do, because on her after the end of her turn would be Thorn, is send Thorn off to the I suppose the other giant is closest. Send Thorn off to that. I
Yep,
think
it is.
yeah.
It's within. It's about 30 feet away.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, perfect.
And have Thorn lunge and do an attack. Like, go get him! And see. Okay, that is, let's get that stat block, a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is 11 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
And a strength save.
And then
versus
I'm
prone.
not sure. Oh yeah, the strength save.
Does
DC
that work on a
13 strength
huge
save.
creature?
It doesn't specify. It just says
Okay.
if the target's a creature, must make a strength
And
save
he's
or be knocked
large.
prone.
Theoretically, huge creatures should have
Yeah.
massive strength bone.
He
Yeah,
does.
I mean it's
it's
DC 13.
It's
It's
a
quite
20.
low.
He rolled a 24. So
Yeah, that's definitely does not get toppled, but still got an angry dire wolf at his heels.
perfect. All right. So that ends you and Thorn. Then Edie, you are up.
Edie is going to move her spiritual weapon. She can move 20 feet. Shit.
It can get there.
Oh, it can.
Yeah.
Nice. And she's going to take a swing.
Swing and a miss.
Swing.
A swing. Fuck off.
That's what-
No, it is a. Oh, but maybe 16.
16 hits.
Yes. So that is a. Oh, which one's the D8? That's a two triangles.
It's the
It
two
is.
pyramids having a discussion.
That's 9 damage with a spiritual weapon.
Woo!
And then
Nice, nice.
she's going to use Sacred Flame, which is radiant damage.
Ooh.
So that is a
Ooh.
dexterity saving throw on this giant.
He is not dexterous at all.
And he has disadvantage, I think?
From slow. It's either a disadvantage or some sort of
Yeah.
penalty. Yeah.
Oh, I think it is a penalty, you're
Low.
right. It's a -2 to
Yeah.
its dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Oh wow, it's like
So
the
it
opposite
is-
paste.
It's a 12 then.
The fail.
Yeah.
So that's 2d8.
Get it.
9 more damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Radiant
so-
as I.
doesn't appear to be doing any additional damage to you. It still just does the natural amount that you can tell, but that's a pretty good amount of damage on your turn from your 2 attacks.
Perfect.
All right, is that end your turn?
Yes, I'm not going to go anywhere.
Okay. Up next is this zombie. So it is slowed, so it can only move half speed, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's already only 20 feet of movement, so it's just and but then it can use its action to move, so it's going to continue, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's its turn. That was really
Oh, if I
Yeah.
on point. So
sorry, not to help the enemies, but if I recall correctly, the little zombie actually saved. It was only the 2 big uns that got slowed.
Yes.
Not.
Okay.
Not,
Were they all slowed? I might be
No,
remembering wrong.
No,
the
it
one
was.
we
It
were
was. I think,
fighting didn't,
only
and the
the
other
big-
2 did.
Okay.
I think,
I
you're
think
right.
only
it
the
was
giants.
Two big guys.
Yeah, the giants were the ones that failed, and the small guy saved.
okay,
I
so
think.
this is his movement. He still can't get anywhere enough to attack. Let me see. I don't think he has anything that he can do from a distance. Nope. So he's just gonna go ahead and, not being smart enough not to do anything more, he's gonna run up to this horse.
Yeah.
And he can't attack, so that'll
Go
end his
for
turn
it.
to
Yeah,
be
he's
just
still got a dash.
destroyed. he's going to be just trampled. I mean, it's what's going to happen. We come back
Good
up
cat,
to
man.
Archie, Nemeia, Chorus, Vix. So that's the order. So Archie, no, Nemeia, because you guys had switched. So Nemeia, you're up.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Because you guys rolled the same.
Dustin, could I just double check? This is the woman that we saw in Nemeia's vision, or like the Nemeia.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean
Yep.
Rose. Sorry, my bad.
Yes,
I
you
just-
did not see it, but this
No,
is the
but-
person that Rose saw in her vision.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so Nemeia, you are up. You are held in the hands on the ground, so you're prone within the hands of the giant that's dead.
That is the
That's
correct face.
annoying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose. Oh. Is it going to be an action to like get out of its hand?
No, I'll let you. Again, it'll be rough terrain essentially. So using half your movement to get up and kind of half movement to get out, but it's only like 5 feet of movement, so it'll take like 10 feet. So you'll have like essentially 5 feet of how much movement do you get?
I have 40 feet.
So 20 feet to stand up,
15.
10 feet to get out, essentially, and then you'll have 10 feet of movement still that you can use.
Oh, that's bollocks. Okay. How, oh.
You could fly up and chuck a javelin though, if you wanted to keep attacking
Yeah.
or keep rage.
Yeah, I have to, but I want to get as close as I can.
Just
Uh,
fucking whack one of the horses.
No,
Yeah,
land
just-
on the horse.
All it says is you have to attack something. You know,
I just
you
have to attack. That's fine.
punch a horse.
Yeah.
The infighting begins.
15.
Punch a horse, ride a cowboy. Wait, no, that's not how the song goes.
That's
Sorry,
nope.
Rose, you understand.
Do
So I've taken to the sky again. I've just flown 15 feet, and yeah, I will hurl a javelin.
you only get 10 feet of movement.
Oh. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's not fun, but it's fine.
I'm going to delete this token just so it's off the field so we can see
Yeah.
it better. It's dead.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's still there and it's still stinky.
It is. You're still smelling it. It's dead farts.
Oh. Gross.
Like this whole town's
Um,
pretty stinky by now.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Yeah.
Nothing but burnt flesh and popcorn.
All right, I'm gonna hurl my remaining javelin.
Okay.
Which is
At the giant or the little one?
The little one.
Okay.
I'll just try and take out the little one.
I will
so then
say
it's going-
you're up in the air, right?
I'm in the air. Yeah, I took to the sky again.
Okay.
So 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaw.
All right.
Um, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so it needs 15 con save, which it just makes. So as your javelin sticks in its chest, it knocks it down, and it starts like sitting up with a javelin like just protruding from its chest.
That will end my turn.
But it is prone. All right, so Nemeia, your turn is up. You don't need you don't really have much of a bonus action you can use here, do you?
No.
All right, then Archie, you are up.
Did she throw a second thing with her attack?
I don't have another thing to throw.
Mm.
Okay.
She can throw an
yeah.
insult.
Cutting words.
Vicious mockery.
Yeah. So if I remember correctly, I also wanted to try and discern anything, like if I can do an Arcana check against these giants. But also, did we see the Undead Fortitude be negated by holy damage when we previously fought them outside of the guard post? Is that something that we still don't know? Could I do like an Arcana check or anything to see like why they keep getting back up, and if anything specifically is stopping that?
You can use that as like your action, yeah.
As an action. Shoot.
I'll say bonus
like
action. You
the-
can do it as a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that if that's
Okay.
Arcana.
Sure.
Alright. natural 19.
There we go.
Or 27.
You have not studied a lot of undead, but in the time that you have been there, you have seen certain types of undead do have the ability to get up after damage if you do not deal holy damage. Like you've seen some like radiant damage or just as a critical hit. You would see that's what's needed to keep them down, or just enough damage to overwhelm their defenses.
Then Archie will just shout, like, if it's in those terms, like, we need holy damage, and kind of, I believe Moonbeam, we saw Rose do that before with Moonbeam, so kind of like shouting that towards Rose's direction, and I guess he
Not
just
horses.
I'm like, don't you tell the cleric? You've just got a cross on my list.
It is next to me. I figured she heard it. And he's just gonna throw firebolts at the giant.
The giant firebolts, okay.
Yeah, because I think the horses are blocking a little too much for me to get a clear shot there.
Oh, absolutely. And even Thorn is blocking quite a bit, so you would have, I'd say he'll have partial coverage for that.
Definitely not gonna hit. It's a natural 2. I think it's like a total of 10.
Nope.
Alright.
So as you launch the firebolt, in your efforts to avoid Thorn, you shoot the firebolt, and it singes Thorn's fur, like shooting up its back, but misses the giant. Thorn like looks back and,
I'm actually gonna.
But
just
it didn't do any damage. It just like surprised Thorn.
Sorry, Thorn.
Aw.
And is there a measurement tool? Yes, there is. I just want to be within 30 feet. Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna just cautiously get a little closer, and that's my turn.
All right, and I totally forgot about the horses in the initiative because we didn't have them in, so they follow after Archie. So it is now the horse's turn, and then Chorus, it'll be your turn.
Yay, perfection. So, let's see, the horses, they've got some good movement, so I think this one should be able to, wait, let me just double check. Yeah, absolutely, we'll be able to go flank over there, to go for that one. Yeah, I think I gotta go do some...
It's literally just gonna
Oh,
become
man.
Hulk. Like it's not gonna be pretty.
Yeah. Should
Like
be
in
able
the
to, yeah.
scope of sizes here, this poor zombie just looks disproportionately out of place.
Oh man. Okay. Let's just see. These horses have good, actually really good movement. So yeah, should be able to go there as well.
Dang, what is their
Alright.
movement?
I think it's like
60
60.
feet.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, 60 feet.
that's
So
I mean that's
they just
fair. That's
gallop.
fair for a horse. That's just a
They're
little ridiculous
galloping.
in how awesome
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
I think they
Yeah, I
also
mean,
have a special like charge attack.
Yeah, they can. So for the ones that so yeah, if they move at least 20 feet straight towards the creature, then they can try and knock it prone. So could say
And
maybe
as a
for
reminder, the little zombie is prone already, so they will have
Oh,
already
okay.
advantage on their attacks.
Okay, so then the like maybe this one could try it on the big guy. I don't think it's specified once again size, the target. So it's DC 14 strength.
If it hits.
If it
Oh yeah, do your
Yeah.
attack first.
Yes, okay. So let's just do attacks. Okay, so yes, that is a 24 to hit.
That hits. It succeeds on its strength save.
Okay, that's fine. And that is, I'm just doing that damage. It's 11 points of bludgeoning damage. So now let's just do the other horse. That's by the giant.
Same thing
Ooh,
as it doing
that-
its charge attack too.
Yeah, because it was moving. That is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
These
Can we
horses
keep
mean
these
business.
horses permanently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can keep
I'm-
summoning them with like, I just need more spell slots, guys. Okay, perfect. And then I'll just do the guys flanking the
What's
smaller
the damage
zombie.
on that one?
Oh yeah, that one's damage was 5, 6, 11, 15 points of
Wow.
bludgeoning damage. Yeah,
Okay.
quite a kick. And then let's see. So the one that's closest to Nemeia, let's do that one's attack. Oh no, I lost one of my d20s.
With advantage,
That-
remember, because it's prone.
Yeah. So that is 9 plus 6. That's 15 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, that's good. Okay, that is 3 plus 3 is 6. 10 points of bludgeoning damage from that one, and then the one
As
below
the
it.
horse rears up, the zombie's trying to sit up. The horse.
It's like
giant
on
hoof
its
just
chest.
crushes the head, and just zombie head scatters. This thing is dunzo.
Ooh, okay. So then this one's gonna go and attack this one.
Horse was so
And-
ready for his turn, and then
Yeah,
the horse is
he's
just
so ready,
gonna
it's like-
obliterate everything.
This has happened against me as well. All right.
Yeah, Rose
that
has just
is
picked up for where she was at last week, just rolling natural 20s everywhere.
Yeah.
We're
And
gonna have to
I
talking
swear-
about unbalanced dice. Dice do is salt water.
no, the same dice in one of my home games destroyed me and like betrayed me. So I don't know.
I don't know that I believe that.
that is
I
a
can
7
corroborate.
Yeah, he can. But that was a 17 to hit for the giant.
Hits.
Nice.
And then 6. Once again 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice. The horses just came in and just took some major chunks
Yeah.
of just hoof after hoof after hoof, just bashing into him, just ripping off chunks of flesh. You've got like these little piles of zombie building up on the ground around this guy. He's still standing, still looking okay, but he's taking some serious damage. That ends the horse's turn.
Yes.
Chorus, you're up. Vix, you're on deck.
Alright. I'm gonna make a longbow attack against the remaining giant.
The ranged ranger.
Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Yes! Get it!
Sweet.
All right. So let's see. That's gonna be you.
Too bad you didn't specify like Zephyr Strike or anything like that. This is just a straight attack.
I mean, that
No,
we can count it without the planar warrior. I kind of just assume that if I don't say I'm doing something else with my bonus action, but that's not fair. I should just.
That is not fair. No, because I would just assume that it's my bonus action. I just succeed at life. So
Assuming things
Alright,
is a bonus
it is
action.
still.
Assuming makes an ass out of you and me.
Now that's
Really,
a
it's-
boomer joke.
it's really unfortunate. that
Cora
we didn't
spends every
specify.
other combat on the ground, out of commission, and as soon as he gets a crit, everyone wants to dogpile and rules lawyer him
Right.
into oblivion. Absolute. You're shame on all of you. Shame.
There are you.
I
It's
don't- I don't
still
make the
18
rules.
points of damage.
That is still a lot of damage.
It's still.
Um,
It's a lot of damage.
nice. So the arrow just sinks in, and the zombie like roars, like snaps it off with his hand.
Cool.
But still has like black ichor like running outside.
Okay.
Would you like to bonus action do anything, Chorus, before your next
yeah,
attack?
yeah. You know, I think maybe I will actually do that. So yeah, I'm.
I want you to get
planar
another
warrior.
crit so bad.
I do
I'm-
too.
Yeah.
Get another
Yes.
crit and
Ready
teach him a
for it.
lesson.
Come on.
Teach
Come
me some
on,
humility.
We
more
use
crits,
chrono
more
shift.
crits,
It's
more.
not a crit. But it is
Ah.
a 20.
Really
2 to hit.
disappointing. Their AC
Nice.
just went up to 24. It's really weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
weird.
no, that
Absolutely
hits.
not.
Go ahead.
Cool.
Giant
That's-
toss.
You don't know that they don't have an evolved form, Matt?
Phase 2.
You would have had to declare that as your bonus action to have the revolved form happen.
that's another 16 points of damage.
Oh.
That is so amazing.
Damn.
Idiot!
Yeah, the arrow actually, like, as it punctures it, blows like a hole, and the other arrow actually shoots out of the, the broken off bit, shoots out from the force damage inside. Lots of damage. He's starting to look really rough. Sadly, Undead Fortitude is probably going to keep him up to 37 rounds.
Yeah. Shocker.
We've
Gonna
only
do
got
another
8 more
300
rounds.
damage.
Does that end your turn?
Uh,
We're only in round 4, by the way, guys. There's just 25 of you on the field right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ends
Oh,
your turn?
Yeah. I'm gonna move back just a little bit.
Ship,
to, like,
ship.
right there. Still within
Okay.
30, but back just a bit. Yep, that's my
Perfect.
turn.
Chorus, you're up. You're done. Vix, you're up.
Course is up
Oh,
again.
well,
That's how I'm making it up for you for spending all the time on the ground.
I don't think.
Like Eileen.
Damn. I'm trying to take a turn here. Don't
you're
make,
right there.
don't make me giggle. I don't think there's a spot that I can get like a super clean shot here. 5, 10, 15.
From where you're at, it is pretty heavily.
If I move to here, oh god, I have both Chorus and me selected.
What just happened?
How did that happen? I don't know what's going on.
You shouldn't even have access to move his token.
I
How did
shouldn't.
that-
No.
Hold
Hold on. Oh, wait, no.
He played as me.
You did. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Let me fix that.
Okay. Cool. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Access.
You
revoked.
should no longer have access to his
Access denied. Access denied. I'm gonna use 30 feet of movement to get just south of Rose. Do I have a clean shot from there?
Heyo.
Yeah, because that's not the spiritual weapon's not a corporeal form, so yes.
Cool. I'm not gonna burn another slot. I'm just gonna fire away. Believe that is going to be. What the heck is my attack roll? 12 to hit.
You believe it's going to be a 12, or it is a 12?
It is a 12 to hit.
A 12 does not hit.
Okay. Just double checking.
So-
-2 from slow
Yeah, I just want to double check that as well.
On its AC?
on its AC. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still
minus
minus.
2
Okay.
AC.
I figure it's probably higher. But hey, worth a
Mm.
shot. 15.
Arjun, are you talking through your headset mic? Because you sound like you might be talking through your laptop mic.
Ooh, it should be through my headset mic.
Maybe just double check.
How much damage, Vix?
It's 15 to hit. Does that hit?
Oh, 15 does hit, yes.
Okay.
Would have hit even without the hit slow.
Nice. Oh man, so
Would've
I
just
just
hit.
missed on that last one. Damn. Math. 10 piercing.
Hear the math?
Nice. I'm the math.
I'm the math. And that is it. That's all I can do.
Okay. So as you just shoot the first arrow, it flies a little wide, but the second one does find purchase. It's looking really rough. It is the giant's turn. Seeing itself surrounded by everything, it is going to want to take out some aggression on Thorn. It only gets one attack, is that correct?
Yeah, so it can only do one attack, and it can only do an action or bonus action on its turn, and it has no reactions.
That's okay. It's going to punch the crap out of Thorn.
Woo!
It
That
also has
is-
disadvantage on everything. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Oh my gosh.
That would be great.
We're going to nerf that real fast.
We should have committed to the bit there. We all could have sold that.
Yeah.
It is a. I could just. I've
Persuasion
got
check.
D&D Beyond right here. I just looked it up. It's a natural 20, by the way, so suck it.
No.
Criminal shift.
Yep.
What?
Wait a second, Thorn is just a summon. No, I'm still gonna do it. Archie has a
What?
better heart than I do. Chronal shift for it to reroll.
Damn.
So I'll use my reaction.
22 is all instead.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
that,
no.
I mean, that just hits, you know?
Thorn also has an
Use a
awakened
shield.
form.
Yes. Beast mode.
That is
This is the
16
we got
points of
within-
bludgeoning damage
Oof.
as it just draws
Four.
back and just a big haymaker right across the face of Thorn.
Ouch.
You're punching a dog.
Should I punch a horse instead? I don't.
Yes.
There's no wins here.
I know that's better.
Oh my
It's a wolf, not a dog.
oh
So yeah,
gosh.
he's just this big haymaker across
Now
the
we're
face
splitting
of
hairs.
Thorn. How's
You
Thorn
can lead
doing?
a horse to a giant, but you can't make it hit. Adon's
No
looking.
rabbits here.
Adon's looking hurt. Around like half HP.
Okay, so that is his only thing that he can do. Rose, you're up. Edie, you're on deck.
Yay, it's me. All right.
This is about to
It's
turn
a
into a curb
me.
stomping session right here.
Except for
There you go, was there. And then I think she's actually going to go. Is she going to go run up to this one too? I think she is.
She's
If she
just
can
going
make it.
gung ho. I love
1,
it.
2, 3. That's 15. Actually, she can't make it.
It's only 20
Damn.
feet. Can you not move it that far?
I already moved from behind Vix.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And she only has 25 feet of movement. She's small.
The tiny
um,
little legs.
Yeah. So I think instead she's just going to go and do. I think she's still within. Yeah, she's gonna do a what's it called? Produce flame and like hurl it at the giant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your attack with that.
Oh, let's see. Okay, that is produce flame 7. That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and then that's 2d8. 10 points of fire damage.
As the flame just hits and sparks, you see like the hide, like armor, kind of patchwork armor start catching fire and burning and scorching across its chest as it takes some damage.
All right, and then.
But the damage does not appear to be any more than normal.
Okay, perfect. Right.
But it is looking really rough.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Can't really do anything else. No spirit totem, so no bonus action.
Then
But end of the
Thorn's
turn is Thorn. Yes, Thorn is going to do an attack, like retribution.
Thorn's
Let's
gonna
see.
just pull up on his hindquarters and punch back.
Yeah, do it.
Do it, Thorn.
That's gonna be a dirty 20.
Yep, it hits.
Which gets. Oh no! One of my dice to fall, but
Oh, no.
that's 8 points of piercing damage, and then it's once again the DC 13 strength save.
That fails. So he falls under the
Brutal.
weight. Like Thorn just jumps and knocks him down.
He,
He's
like-
on the ground.
Like
As they said,
like a
this is
proper
about to turn into a curb stomp.
My goodness, and that's Thorn.
All right.
We did
Edie,
forget he
you
gets a
are
wisdom
up.
save at end of turn for slow.
Oh, well, starting.
Oh.
And, sorry, Thorn starting would have had to make a con save.
Oh my
All right,
goodness, I
that
didn't
con
see
save.
that.
Oh, that's quite good. That's an 18.
Okay, that succeeds. His
Nice.
wisdom save is natural 1
My-
minus 4 if he has -2 on his saves. So,
Damn.
Incredible.
Has he only had
So
one
that-
turn under the
We love-
slow?
hmm
yeah, yes.
Yeah, that was his first turn under the slow.
Sorry, my bad. I should have known that part. The
You're fine.
save.
So, Edie, you are up. This giant is prone and far away from you. So, any distance attacks will have disadvantage, but your spiritual weapon would have advantage for melee attacks since it's prone.
Just gonna go spiritual weapon first.
Yeah.
18 to hit
That hits.
is 6 damage with the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And then she's going to use. So she has. She's going to use Sacred Flame again, but this one here says the target gains no benefit from cover for the saving throw. Does that mean that like prone and stuff wouldn't?
Prone is still prone.
It doesn't affect dex
but he would-
saves.
It's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah. So it's a dex save. I didn't think about that part.
Well,
But he
his
doesn't
dex
have mu-
sucks anyway.
And -2 from
And
slow.
-2 from slow.
Another natural
Jinx.
1.
Oh,
So another -4. That
feel
dice
like
is
she
Guys, you
double
should really
damage
buy
for
dice from
that.
Fernway. They have excellent customer service. They responded right away to my complaints that Dustin's
Very
dice were
nice.
weighted and clearly
And
yoinked that
apparently-
shit from across the
apparently
sea.
They can, remote in and just do a patch.
They can update your
software
dice when
patch
they're
tools.
going a little wonky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the damage of Sacred Flame this time?
11 radiant damage.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Yes!
So as Edie sees the big zombie getting weaker and weaker, she's just like, yeah, get out of here. And you just see her like
Get out of here.
her like eyebrows and the flames just like engulf this zombie as she lets it burn to death.
So the smoking point from Rose's produced flame is starting to burn, and then it starts to glow as your Sacred Flame envelops that. And it starts growing and growing, and soon just a column of celestial damage, of radiant damage, just burns straight up, not out, not flickering, just like a column of flame, and disappears and leaves just an ashy pile of burnt skeleton of this giant creature on the ground. And you guys are out of combat.
Whew.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Son did survive.
So much
Yes.
for taking them on one by one.
Yes.
Well, at least we got
Well-
it done.
Exactly. Is everyone okay? Nemeia, how are you okay?
Nemeia's gonna land and just spit blood.
Oh.
That
Oh.
that did not go the way I thought it would. I'm okay. Her rage drops and her features return back.
Vix comes up behind and just like very gently taps her on the shoulder. She's like, I don't think it went anyone the way anyone predicted. And there is this soft little ticking sound. You regain 6 hit points from a cure wounds.
Ah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I felt really this surge of bravery. It was really empowering.
Yeah.
I'd never
You were
seen you
really
run
up
into
in
battle
there.
like that, Rose.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, just knowing that Aruna is just looking over us and supporting us and taking this town back, and just seeing Nemeia, seeing you in danger, I don't know, I just forgot about myself and just saw the giant.
And well done on the holy damage there, Edie. Just kind of
Yes.
a light fist bump on the shoulder.
Thank you for the tip. Appreciate it.
That was incredible.
Yeah, I'm glad. It looks like I burnt a pretty good hole in him.
Yeah.
Um,
It seems like
Vix, do you want to check your little eyeball thingy and see if there's anything else?
Yeah.
Vix is just about to head over to the smaller zombie and
Yeah,
stops like,
is
oh,
that-
good idea, and pulls out the Eye of Iol.
And that's within 100 feet, correct?
within 100 feet, yeah.
Nothing within 100 feet of you.
We're safe for now. There could be some patrolling still.
Can we scan the field just because it's like fairly open, right?
Yeah, it's wide open. You don't see anybody currently moving around in the area that you're in.
Can I send Bono up and just like standing still this time, look through his eyes and just get a bit of a bird's eye view of the immediate area?
As he flies around, you don't see anything out in the open moving.
Okay.
Where should we go next?
We should continue on to the lake. There was still that mysterious magic that was at the bottom of the lake, as well as well, some sort of creature. We just best be careful. But whatever that thing is, whatever the magic is, it could maybe be part of this. I don't know, but it's worth checking out. I can go into my one of my watery forms and snatch it rather easily.
Assuming it's safe for you to go down there. Am I correct in
Yeah.
thinking that
Yeah.
you saw some movement in the water?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, if you saw something in the water, it might be best to destroy it away or deal with it before any of us go in.
True.
Vix
But
is
also,
gonna...
if we. Oh, carry on.
Sorry, Vix is just gonna go and inspect the body.
Yes, go ahead and do like an investigation or perception. I'll let you pick either one. And what are you checking for?
Vix is specifically checking for the brooch and the portrait.
Okay. Go ahead and do your investigation check.
I'm just looking up my numbers. Dirty 20.
Okay. You absolutely see the brooch, the emerald brooch, around the neck, though there's no sign of a head anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
What was the other thing you were
The
looking
horse
for?
is just walking.
When the horse curb stomped her, Vix definitely winced, like, oh, that's a closed casket. Oh no.
What was the other thing you were looking for?
The sketch.
Sketch.
She
Which
keeps,
sketch
or
was that
sorry,
again?
specifically a locket with a tiny sketch portrait
Yes.
of a goblin.
That is there. It's tucked like in a breast pocket kind of thing.
Vix takes those two things and does like a quick search of the body just to see if there's anything else.
As you're searching through, you find a few coins, about 7 gold. And then you find like a handkerchief as well.
Any distinguishing marks on the handkerchief?
It does have some embroidery that appears to be her initials, and then there's also a T as well.
Oh.
Can I? So one of the zombies burned to death, but the giants at least. But the other giant still was like.
Yeah, the giant that.
Yeah, it's
Was
still
stabbed.
alive.
It's alive or just like
It's very dead.
like it's okay. Gotcha. Sorry.
It was just
That-
stabbed.
Yeah. Cool. Can I try? I guess like a survival check to get some of its like viscera into like a bag of some
Ooh.
sort.
Do you have a bag of some sort that you can put it in?
Can I make something from its like? Does it wear clothes? Does it have on like a?
It has like rotted like
tunics?
leather.
Oh.
Fine.
It's got some like rotted leather tunic and stuff. Yeah, I mean you could try. Make a survival check. I'll say make a survival check and a medicine check.
Goodness.
Of course.
Are you going Walking Dead on this?
No. That's it's only an 11 for their survival check.
I mean, you're able. I mean, it's not pretty, but you are able to harvest enough leather to make a bag of some sort. It's not a pretty bag. It's not going to last you for. You're not sure how long it's going to last you, but it might hold something. I mean, it's not a super complicated process to make a carrying pouch of some sort.
Cool. And then that's a nat 20 for the medicine check, so it's a 21
Yeah,
total.
you are able to harvest some viscera.
I'm looking for like the freshest stuff. I know it's a dead zombie, but like anything that's still not just fully
There
rotted
is
away.
nothing
Juicy
remotely
gibbets.
fresh. There's nothing remotely fresh on this guy.
Oh.
He was called from being dead long ago.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
And with your medicine check, you would recognize that. Like the flesh that's on there is not new. But you can get some flesh. You can get some rotted organs. Like you can get a variety of things.
It's fine. I'm looking for bait.
Oh. Well, if we wanted to travel around as well, I can, for about another hour or so, keep these horses around. We could always use them for transport.
That'd probably help.
If these are
How long is Thorn good for?
Thorn is good for, I believe 6 hours.
Okay.
If these were
So
the
you've
last,
had him out probably for at least 3 to 4 hours now, just to try to keep track of time. 'cause
Yeah,
you brought him
6.
out.
if these were the last
I
of the
think-
patrols in this area, speed might be better over stealth. Just to do a quick round, see if there are any survivors in the area before we proceed.
It seems like we're okay in this open area for now. And Archie just seems kind of a bit confused by the way that they wordlessly just started looting the dead and harvesting flesh from zombies.
Classic
Well,
adventure.
about
It's just
that
the way
too.
of adventurers.
I'm a little worried about that too. I'm not gonna lie.
Gordon
Yeah,
comes
I mean,
back carrying like
That's
a
what we
bag of
do,
viscera.
isn't it?
The
I'm
bag
just, like-
is leaking and dripping, and like there's like a
Ah.
section like where
Yep.
the stitches were a little too big, and so some of it's like the gravity's just pulling some of it through,
He's definitely also
when
just
you-
covered like all the
and
way up
he's
to his arms
covered in gore.
and
It's like a
just
cheesecloth, but for meat.
A meat.
Could like lean over and Rose like,
Hate
"Do you
it.
always do that?"
Yeah, we all do.
Oh,
You get used to it.
Yeah, it's-
interesting.
Part of the adventuring life, you take things, you just get stronger. You don't take everything, of course. I mean, you don't want to steal from the living.
Right. So we take the flesh, but we draw the lines or something.
Yeah. I mean, we don't normally take the flesh, but I mean, eh.
You guys are
I
have
have
some
a feeling
interesting
that-
practices.
I have a feeling that as disgusting as the methodology is, Chorus does have a plan with it. Judging by,
Yeah.
I'm assuming Rose's vision, possibly coaxing whatever's in
Yes.
that lake up to the surface.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know me so well, Vix.
I recognize
Smart.
a fisherman as a sport. And I also recognize a beautiful dress, which I will not be taking, they say sort of pointedly at Archie, because that would be incredibly improper. However, could someone
Yes.
help me lift the body and put it in one of the nearby buildings, just so it's not any worse, doesn't get any worse? I
So
think
around you, there are like some tents and things to the south, where like they had the bazaar, and then there is the boathouse, where there was.
those are all
you know,
pretty
boats
far
and
away
things.
from us at the moment, right?
Well,
I mean, there's nothing immediately near you, but there's also nothing in this area that you have seen moving around.
Would anybody
with the
be willing-
horses.
Would anyone be willing
Sorry,
to help
Vix.
me relocate the remains? I think it's... If she was indeed Trym's wife, then I think that she deserves to see her in as best a light as possible, which is not...
Did his audio cut low for everybody else?
Yeah, it's really, really quiet.
Sorry, is this
Yeah.
better?
Oh, that's much
There
much
we go.
better.
Yeah,
Cool.
much better.
If this is indeed Trym's wife, then I think she deserves to see her in as best a state as possible, which is not out on the ground in the open air.
I think with the horses we could probably and with Thorn make some good time back now that the area is mostly clear. It might be quicker to just take the body back to her if this is Trym's
This
wife.
is Trym's wife?
Tessele.
That is what she said.
Yeah, it's the person from the vision. It's terrible.
Her name is Tessele Ablecrown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
Tessele.
she is, yeah, that's fine. And yes, Trym had told you just very little bit about her, but Tessele Ablecrown, and she was the magister of this town. So
Is
in the
there-
area that you are in, there is the southern guard post, which would be a enclosed, standalone building, very similar but smaller, a little bit smaller. You would know this, Archie, to the one that you guys are staying in. And then there are the open air tents that have some have some structure, but no doors, no windows, things like that. They're open air. And then the boathouse, which is also open on a couple sides to allow boats in and out and people to come in and out. But it is sheltered.
A bit of a morbid question here, but the zombie, it was a zombie, not a skeleton. So when her head got crushed, is there like brains, like gray matter?
Absolutely.
So,
And she was just
like-
freshly turned. She was turned just before you guys encountered her.
The toothpaste
her
is
body
out
is
of the
in-
tube.
Her body's in
Yeah.
relatively good condition, other than the head and the missing, intestines that were pulled out.
So just kind of.
So the
looking-
dress is not in good shape anymore, by the way.
The skirt is, I
Just
would have
kind
used
of
that.
looking at Tessele.
It's okay, pestilence.
Um,
Dolores.
And I just look at Tessele and like the splattered brains and just say to Vix, or I assume he's like nearby there, I remember, ironically, that she was the only other person I've met who has a memory like me. I guess I'm the only one now. Just looking at like the splattered brains.
I'm sorry, Archie. I'm sure there are others like you. Like, aren't there some at the university?
None that I. Well, would I have met any people with keen minds?
Yeah, there's other people that have it, but in your community there weren't.
Okay. Yeah, at the university, I imagine that the university would attract people like that, but for a very long time, in this town, until recently, she was the only one I knew of and related to. And I'm gonna start just using prestidigitation to clean her up as far as that cantrip can take it.
Edie wants to have a look over the dress in the first place. Is it obviously destroyed from what happened, but does it look
Yes.
worn? Like, as in she's been wearing that since the town turned, and it's like
Yes.
trashed at the bottom and all dirty and stuff. Okay, cool. That's all. Just before
Absolutely.
it gets cleaned up.
How long does prestidigitation take? Like, what's the time frame
It's
on it?
just an action, so it's like an instantaneous effect. So, but it's a cantrip,
Okay.
so I'm just going to use it like over and
Right,
over
right.
again.
No, I'm just more of thinking like, how much space does it affect?
Oh, it's a 5-foot cube, I believe.
Okay. So you
where
can
you can
relatively
just clean
clean her
off
up with
stuff.
just a couple. Like, I was just more of like a time frame for how long you have the horses and how long Thorn is around. I'll say you can clean her up pretty presentable with
Oh.
it. Just a couple of uses of it.
It's 1 foot, 1 cubic foot. So
Okay. So
5
it
times
takes you
less.
takes you a couple minutes, but you can get it relatively clean within about 5-10 minutes.
As soon as Edie notices, she comes over and helps with prestidigitation as well, so we can cut the time down.
Perfect. So it only takes about 5 minutes.
In that time, Nemeia's like not hiding it, but doesn't want to make it obvious. She's chugged a health potion as well, and
She's looking for the recycling bin. Where do I?
it's fine. I'll reuse it. Rose, once Edie and Archie are finished, can the horse pestilence?
What?
Anyway,
that was just a. There was this tale back in my village about these scary horsemen, and so there was 4 of them, and so that was just a little sly joke to that.
No, I like it.
I feel like
like it. I was just gonna say, if we want to send this body back to the guards tower while we continue on, I think it would save time, and we should get moving.
Yeah. No,
If you're able
absolutely.
to communicate with the horses to do that, or
Yeah, I should be able to give them that instruction.
Do we want to do that unaccompanied? I don't.
could
I don't
send
think that we
Bono.
should send Trym's wife's dead body back to her unannounced.
That, yes.
Yeah.
We can put it on horse. Let's go. We don't need to take it anywhere. We'll take it. We're gonna go look at the lake. Let's take it to the boathouse, right?
Yeah, we
See
can
if
always
we
take
can
it
find
to.
Archie's dad.
Yeah, we can always just take the body to a place indoors, and then we all later return. If we want to make sure that we keep the horses around and use them while they're still here.
I think
I can always
definitely when she
summon
said
them.
when she said Archie's dad, like that almost snapped back to reality of like he was distracted a little bit with all of this, and now it's very much like boom, reality again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That reminds Edie, and she actually pulls out a wire and starts spouting off messages in different directions, seeing if she'll get a reply.
I'll pick up the body and just throw it over the back of one of the horses, and then start walking to the lake.
I'll
Sort of
actually
pat
do
the
what
horse's
he's
side
doing.
and try and encourage the horse to follow me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I actually,
Follow
with
along.
my medicine check, can I also retcon just slightly that I also got a piece of bone from the giant?
Ooh.
Cool. I'm gonna
Yeah.
carve, as we're walking, the chorus is like carving out a really rudimentary fish hook.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
For that, I'll say.
Yeah.
For that, I will say make another survival check just to see how successful it is. Fishhook is
That's a nat
not.
20.
Fishhook is not challenging at all. Not only is it
26.
not rudimentary, it's like, oh, maybe I'll keep this for later. Like this is
Fancy
you
one.
have a very
It's
nice.
a massive fish hook.
Just
What is your total? What is your total with the survival?
26.
Yeah, you. So I mean, bone itself, you're not getting like the Moana hook that he's carrying around, but it's a good size using one of the bones from the giant. You're able to fashion a pretty sturdy, good sized fish hook, which in a pinch probably could also be utilized as some sort of makeshift weapon.
Could I assess the craftsmanship of his fish hook, like growing up with a father fisherman?
Father.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. It looks like a good fish hook. I mean, this was 26. So yeah, it's a solid fish hook, and you're probably very
really-
impressed with how quickly he threw that together.
There's a really good fish hook. I like what you did with the filigree over here. Yeah.
A lot of time fishing
man.
out in the wilds.
So you guys are leaving the fountain area and headed towards the boathouse, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
With
What's
use
the
of
marching
horse
order
and
as you're
thorn.
heading there?
I would have been in front with Pestilence and Tessele's body.
Dibs
just
on
put the
famine. I'm
body on a
starving.
Sure, there's also war
Don't you mean
and death.
famished?
Okay.
Who wants death?
I
I feel like
want
that's
more.
Chorus.
probably best for me at this
Oh,
point.
jeez.
I mean, I would say Chorus is the closest to death, just from history.
Angel of death, baby.
But
No,
Archie's
I just more
finding
meant
everybody
the
he
amount of
knows
time you
dead.
spent on your back. Of course, spent more time on his back than Eileen. Anyway,
I feel like Dustin's been waiting for a long time.
no, but Jess was there, and so I was like, hey, I'll use it. All right,
Come on.
Eileen.
Eileen.
All right,
Bravo.
as you make
Good
your
job,
way,
team.
as you get towards the boathouse, Nemeia, go ahead and make a perception check as you're leading the group.
I swear I'm
Okay.
leaving at this
That's
moment.
just what I
What's
need.
my modifier? 17.
All right. As you approach the guardhouse, or the boathouse, you notice that inside there had actually been some racks of small boats that had been stored, and they've fallen over, and you see a figure pinned under several of the boats, clawing, trying to struggle to get out from under these boats, and it does appear to be a zombie.
Hmm.
Check it out.
How
Archie's
far?
gonna start going towards it.
Hang on, hang on.
She has not told
because-
anybody.
Oh, this is
Because
just.
I just
oh,
like
sorry.
I just
Yeah,
started.
that's-
I just took off. So you guys are still picking your horse.
Oh, okay.
Can I
Since
just try and?
I did pick my horse, could I say I'm reasonably a small distance behind her? Vixa would have been following pretty quickly.
I did a little bit of a distance. She'll still have some time here. What were you
Yeah.
wanting to do, Nemeia?
I just want to kill it. Just
Okay.
if it's
It
trapped,
is,
I just
it
want
is it is prone and it is trapped, so it's essentially defenseless. Go ahead and make an attack with advantage. What are you using? Your scimitar?
Yeah. So.
Did you recover your javelin, by the way? No,
I
you did
assumed
not.
it was trampled.
Not only was it trampled, it was incinerated by.
Yeah.
Oh no! That was in the zombie. So
it was in the other zombie,
it-
so
it actually would have
Yeah.
been recoverable. I will say it would have been recoverable.
It would have
Oh,
been
well,
in
then
the
yeah, I
body that
would've
we looted too. It was
Yeah.
Yeah. So the head was crushed,
Me.
but the rest of it was not. So you could have recovered
Yes,
your
then I would
javelin.
have grabbed it back.
Okay.
It's a 22.
That'll hit.
Lovely. And it's 2d4. Oh, I just put that there. Oh, excellent. 8. 11 damage. I just want to try and carve
a
its
natural 20 on its con save.
Ah.
So
wow.
you have a second attack,
Yep. I go again.
and if you're using your scimitar, you have your bonus action that you can use the other side of it too.
Yep. Wait, what is that?
Again with advantage because he's prone.
Yep. That's a 19.
That'll hit.
Oh, not as great. 8 points.
Another natural 20 on a con
Oh,
save.
piss off! I want to see a salt glass thing.
What dice?
my other dice gave me 2 natural 1s in a row, so
Yeah.
now I get 2 natural 20s in a row. It's not my fault.
All right.
Oh my
And
god.
bonus action.
It's Fernway's
Rainy
fault.
Venus.
I can.
Still with advantage.
Yep. Oh, it's my turn for natural 20!
There we
This
go.
time, you cut. It keeps trying. How do you finish it?
I just want to stick the scimitar in its head, sever it, and then I want to kick it away and sort of like quickly hide any evidence.
Okay. Make a, I'll say, survival check or a stealth check. I'll let you kind of pick stealth or survival to try to hide the evidence, and this will be against everybody else's passive perception.
Oh, then I
Is
know
she
someone
hiding the
can see it.
whole body?
Are you trying to hide the whole body?
How was the body pinned?
So the boats had like fallen on top of it, so it had essentially from its waist down could not move, and so its upper body was just the only thing visible.
Oh, I would have grabbed some sort of like sail or
Okay.
tarp or whatever and just
So
thrown
just to
across
make it
and
look
then-
like perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead and
and
do
then
either a
keep the
stealth
head-
or survival check.
17. I'm pretty sure someone's perception's higher than that.
Well, not higher, the same.
Not they're passive.
Passive is 17.
Okay. All right, you're able to go ahead and complete that real quick. Vix, you would write it up basically just as that finished after she turns
You'd
around.
probably
and-
see me putting the scimitar on my back again.
Something needing attacking in here.
Just venting.
Can I insight?
Yeah.
I always roll garbage against Nemeia for insight.
Fine.
12.
Oh, 11.
Oh my. Beautiful.
She's not necessarily lying. Like, she's telling the truth, but you can tell that there's truth behind her lie.
Yeah. Any sign of Archie's dad?
No.
And I'll say the same insight check can carry over to this conversation for right now.
Alright.
But to be fair, she doesn't know anything about Archie's dad, so actually that would not be a lie.
It's not alive, but she also didn't check the body. So Vix is just going to get off the horse and give the doc a loot through.
Get off his high horse.
Get off his high horse, yeah.
Go ahead and what are you looking for?
Anything valuable or any evidence of, something secreted away here. And not specifically
Make an
gunning
invest-
for Nemeia's thing, but legitimately Vix wants to make sure that there's
Yeah.
not a trap lying in wait here.
Make an investigation check.
That's another dirty 20.
You don't find any loot, but you do come across a zombie that has been hastily hidden.
Mostly decapitated and hastily hidden.
No, fully decapitated.
Oh, okay, fully
Fully
decapitated. Ugh.
But some blood had started leaking under the sail as you were looking.
This is rather unsavory.
Mm.
Vix looks at Nemeia but doesn't say anything and just grabs the head. This is.
Oh no, I kicked it away.
Yeah, she kicked it under some like racks and stuff.
Would I be able to find the head as somewhere?
Yeah, I mean, if you were looking, you could have
Oh no.
found it.
Yeah, I do want to find the head.
Yeah.
So much disrespect to Archie's dad.
Yeah.
We don't know who it is.
You don't know.
We don't know.
Like playing
God, I
soccer
heard
with
not.
Archie's dad's head.
We
God, I
don't
heard
know.
Yeah, Vix is just gonna grab the head and be like, just in case. This is him. Sorry, Archie. Sorry, Archie's dad. Theoretically.
What? Why? Get rid of it.
If you had a loved one, you'd want to know.
And about this time, the rest of the party starts arriving.
Is he holding the head?
I have it down like at my side, like I'm not just like ha. No, I'm not Perseus with
Welcome to
Medusa
my
here.
lair.
Yeah, it's
God
not
of
the
War
Medusa
style.
lantern. No.
Yeah. Is it as we get closer? Is it recognizable?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Vix is going to do their best to like prop the head up on the body with some level of like decorum. Just like, this is just terrible.
Natural 1.
Oh.
For a total of 4, if that helps.
Unfortunately, it does not. The head, having been a zombie for a little bit of time, has started deteriorating. The trauma of having its head slashed and hacked first by the scimitar before being decapitated, the head itself is not recognizable as your father.
What's he wearing?
No, let sleeping dogs lie. Let's go.
I'm just gonna ask Nemeia, like, what did you find, Nemeia?
There was a zombie in here, and I just finished it off. Vix did all the looking around.
Okay. I'm just going to like quickly look over the body and see if I can recognize any other way. Not only for his father, but like if it's anyone he would have known in Loch Kilbrand.
Go ahead and make an investigation check of the body.
Can Vix help with
Nemeia
that?
walks out.
Better.
Yeah.
Okay, can I advantage or
Yeah.
Yep.
are you doing your own?
No, you
Okay,
all you.
investigation's a lot better.
Nemeia walks
4
out
and
of the
10.
boathouse.
Nemeia, what?
18.
I just turn around and walk out of the boathouse.
Okay.
Oh,
So your total is 18?
Yeah.
Okay. As you look over the body, at first it's hard to tell again. It's been a zombie for a while. It's suffered the blunt damage of the boats falling on it. The legs are pretty crushed. The clothes are very familiar for what any fisherman in the area would wear. But as you get to the hand, you recognize a ring on the finger that did belong to your father. And with that, we're going to go ahead and go take a break.
Oh
So make sure you guys come back in 10 minutes. We're going to go take our break and use that time to gather your snacks, your thoughts, and all those things. We will be back real soon.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
what?
Oh my
Sup?
And we're back. So, this sounds like we're at a spa right now. Like, just clear
so
your
relaxing.
minds.
Let your parents
Just-
flow away.
Oh no!
No.
Like a scimitar
head almost
blade
did if
you kicked it
cleaving
into the
through
water.
spinal cord. Just let them go.
Lemon on the
Should
way.
I-
Lemon on the
Oh.
way. All right. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a delightful break. Hope you got some snacks, got some refreshments, got to stretch your legs, got to do something that was enjoyable for you. Just like killing someone's dad who's turned into a zombie is enjoyable for Nemeia. In case you are just joining us, our heroes... heroes? I don't even
I
know
need
at
a
this point.
hero.
Are we the bad
Um,
guys?
that moment you've crossed the line from heroes to villains.
It's rain
Uh,
and dads.
The heroes defeated the giant zombies, and the smaller zombie discovered that the smaller zombie that had just been turned was indeed Trym's wife, also the magister of Loch Hilbrand, Tessele Ablecrown. They put her body on one of the summoned horses to transport it to a safe place to store it for now so they could reveal it to Trym at the proper time. Nemeia took the body on ahead to the boathouse, where a zombie was discovered pinned under some boats. Nemeia decided we ain't gonna do this again, and quickly dispatched the prone zombie. Then decided to try to hide the evidence, which was discovered by Vix. Vix decided to hold up the head and what's this? What you doing here? Just as the rest of the party arrived to see Vix holding the head, and discovered after a moment that it was indeed Archie's father. And that is where we are picking up from our break.
Oh.
Seeing the ring and recognizing his father, how much boat is on him right now?
It's covering about half of his body, so it's a couple of smaller boats that have kind of fallen on him.
Okay, so probably very obviously he looks at the ring, and he's just gonna be like, oh no. And he's just going to start trying to push the boats off the body, and try with his hands and telekinesis together to try and push it off.
And make a strength check with advantage.
I don't know if this
-2.
affects. I don't know if this affects just because he already has advantage, but Vix would be helping in that.
I'll
-2.
have you make a standalone strength check, Vix, to see how much you're contributing to his effort.
Sure.
Natural 16 -2, so 14.
19 for a 17.
Between the two of you, you start lifting. You're using your telekinesis. Vix, you get to get the idea to maybe get an oar and start leveraging, and the boats shift and tumble and fall off the back, and you are able to free the body. And again, the legs are pretty crushed. But he is now no longer pinned.
Try and pick him up. And I'll
He's
just
a lot lighter. He's about 8 pounds lighter than he was previously.
I'm gonna say to Vix as well. Well, actually, I won't say anything to Vix, but you can see Archie's face is very crestfallen. He just gives a nod, yeah, this is the one, and we're gonna try to start picking him up. And take him to the horse that Archie was, if Archie got a horse, or a horse that's free, and try and put him on.
There's definitely enough room on even the same horse that Tessele was on, that you can place the body if you wanted.
Okay, I'll place the body, and I'll take the tarp. Well, where's the head?
Vix
was holding the head.
Vix is carrying the head alongside you, looking incredibly unsure of how to behave at this moment in time.
Drip, drop, little April showers.
Very solemnly, he's just gonna put his hands out for the head, give me the head.
Was there, in order to save this moment? No, I think it actually probably would make it worse to have it in a bag. So yeah, Vix just hands him the head.
Yeah. Archie's just
What's
like
in the
not
box?
really saying anything. He's still processing the fact that he's now an orphan. But the head on the body and take the tarp that she used to try and like hide the body to like just put it over both of them for out of like respect. Just try to bundle it together a little bit so that they're covered.
A body bundle.
Two for one.
That is doable.
Man, talk to Progressive today about body bundles.
Nope.
And then
You've got
Better-
one and one half off.
Better put it on the horse.
Nope.
The horse
We're
called
done.
death.
We're done.
and then however long that takes, like after that's done and they're concealed, Archie's just stand next to the horse with the body and he's just kind of staring off into dead space.
I will say you are starting to run short on time for the horses between the walk over here, the shifting of the boats, getting the body, presenting the body. Your time is coming to a close soon on the hour that you had with the horses.
It's gonna disappear and the bodies are just gonna
Oh god.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
From absolute bad to
Oh,
worse. Oh
no.
no.
So, guys, the horses won't be around that much longer. I can always try and resummon them. It's a bit random what I get. I just drawn to the realm of animals, and whatever's free is what comes. But I can do it one more time, preferably later, because
What if we leave the bodies for now and use Thorn? He'll be around for a little bit longer, right?
Do we
would
want
be at least for an hour or two longer.
do we want to continue pressing? I think there's
Yeah.
and Vix is
How
like
are you feeling, Archie?
Yeah, Vix is waiting for Archie to respond, if at all.
not responding. He's just like is almost zoned out.
Oh, poor boy.
It might be best to fall back. Give us time to heal, recuperate. Just an option.
Vix, did you find him like this?
Like what, a zombie?
Decapitated?
I did.
Where'd Nemeia go?
She's just standing. Like she was just outside and she's sort of leaning against the wall of the boathouse.
Okay, if she's nearby,
Keeping
then
peripheral on.
we know that she went first, so I'll just go and ask her. What happened? How did you find him like that?
Wait, do I know that you recognized?
It depends on when you left, so maybe not.
I mean, with the care that he was like carrying the body as well, though, and like prepping.
Well, if she was outside this
Okay.
whole time, she wouldn't.
She wouldn't have seen that.
Oh,
Did you
I
leave
would have
as
seen
soon
him
as
carry
they?
the body out.
Right. Did you leave as soon as they arrived, though?
No, I would have walked out when they started lifting up the body so that Archie could see the ring.
Yeah. So you weren't there for any of his like tenderness of the body. You didn't see him discover it. You did see him carry it out.
I'm just gonna
still
assume.
same question. Still.
No. They were undead. I didn't know who they were. And I was still emotional from the previous fight and didn't want to risk you all again, so
You cut off my dad's head.
I didn't
You can
know.
see he's like very much been putting on a brave face, and now he just like his tears are forming and starting to cry, and very much looking more like a kid now. The kid that he is, looking more his age.
Actually, I didn't know. There was a zombie. I just wanted to protect us all. I didn't know. She like goes to reach out for comfort him, almost to pull him into a hug, and then remembers the shove that she got last time, and she just takes a step back, and looks down.
My inside check when she said she didn't know.
Sure.
Go for it.
Not that, yeah. Oh, natural 19. So, 19. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
She had no
telling
clue.
the truth. I had no idea there was a zombie, and Nemeia just wanted to protect everyone. Just kill it.
Yeah. Just, Archie would definitely be, like, inciting that. If you didn't know, then you didn't know. I don't blame you. I blame the person who made all of these zombies. So let's
I am
carry
sorry
on.
about you.
Thank you, Nemeia. And just like, almost like offering the olive branch, he'll just like put a hand on her shoulder, but it's like very brief, very light, and like just a gesture of almost like, I'm not gonna shove you this time, it's okay, and just let's carry on. Let's give them the funeral they would have wanted, and let's find door back.
I don't want to sound insensitive, but I don't think we're going to get the peace or the time for a funeral until we stop this.
It doesn't have to be in that order.
Okay.
Should we leave them in the boathouse? Seems a safe
Yeah,
place as
let's-
any, within reason.
Let's maybe put them on the floor and put a boat upside down, maybe cover them.
Does the boathouse come like right up against the water? Like,
Yeah, so the water, like some of the boats literally can be rowed into the boathouse from the water, and then that way they're easier to pull up and then get up onto the shelves for the ones that are there. And there's also some boats that are like docked and moored in there as well, just like directly still on the water.
if there were
It's
something,
for like if there's storms on the lake and stuff that boats can be brought in out of.
if there was
the
something
storm.
in the water, would it be reasonable to suspect it couldn't? Like, we want to put them in a spot where that thing can't just like flop up, nom, and then flop back into the water.
I mean, you don't know.
Yeah.
It's also I mean, from the limited knowledge that you have, the zombies don't really seem to feed on other zombies. They feed on living things. So for it to, I mean, his body's been there for a while. If it was going to have come up and fed on something that was just there flopping around, probably could have had access to it already. So you
Gotcha.
feel like it might be reasonably safe with that understanding of that.
Yeah, just didn't want to set it up for an obvious extra
Is
bonus tragedy.
Is Archie's dad missing his guts?
No.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I'm also, if I can, I'm going to take the ring that I recognized as his and keep that in the same pocket with the letter.
It's go ahead and make a strength check just for.
I think he wouldn't use this for this. Not 19 for the things that are like so mundane. 17.
Yeah, you pull and the finger actually comes off with it at first. With your tug.
Why you gotta do me
Due to
like this, Dustin?
Due to the level of
Mr.
decay.
Rowdy all over again.
That was,
Didn't Nemeia remove her father figure's finger as well?
Yeah.
I think this
Yes.
is a recurring theme.
Yep.
and he was fresh. She was.
Hmm.
Arati was fresh. This is a decayed corpse that's been dead for a little while.
Yeah, didn't we also do we did
Look, just
Arati's
keep
finger because it was for the safe, right? Like we
You-
had a
you
reason
needed it
there.
for
It was a
the s-
key.
You
Yeah.
needed it. Yeah.
This was just
So that was
horrible.
intentional.
After that happens, I'm just gonna try and like holding the ring, like telekinesis the finger out of it, because I want to try and not, as far as possible, and then just put it back with the body, try to keep him as in one piece as possible. Archie's just like numb right now, just the presentation on the outside.
Brutal.
Ah, man.
Vix kind of pats Archie on the back, like a little stilted, like not really knowing how to, trying to act their best in this moment. There's no shame in calling for a retreat if you need time. But if you want to direct that anger somewhere, I'm also right behind you if we want to press on.
I feel like finding my parents was the main driving force behind me pushing on. I expected this, but it feels really different knowing for sure. I think we should. We're nearby. We should finish our business in the water and leave it there for now. Or see how that goes at least.
Are you sure?
My dad's never wanted me to run away from the water before.
It's a good way to honor him.
Let's go.
Let's get going.
Think
Can we
we'll-
transfer the bodies? Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
Can we just transfer the bodies to Thorn when we sense that the horses are going to disappear, just so they don't pop
Yeah.
and thud onto the ground?
We're leaving him in the
I mean-
boathouse,
Yeah,
aren't we,
we'll-
for now?
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes, we are. Yes.
Yeah, we're
Put
just
a
gonna
put a
leave
boat
them
on top. Yeah.
Okay.
just for now.
Forgot about that part.
Edie's gonna go up to Archie and she's holding out a cookie for him. It's like, hey, would you like a cookie? She's already eating another one.
There's never a bad time for a cookie.
He's just like another tear, and he's like, sure.
They're really
Munches
nice.
on the cookie.
A little stale,
it,
but nice.
It is it's
Dale.
it's several days old.
Yeah.
This was the one you made back with Sarah, correct? So it's probably about 4 or 5 days old, but it's been through some stuff already in those 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I made them myself.
Oh.
You can taste the love though that went into it.
Yeah.
Vix gives a tap on Nemeia's arm. Do you need any more healing? Are you ready for another fight if it comes to that?
I'm okay. Keep your magic. We needed it for something else.
I've got a potion here too. 2 really.
Seeing Nemeia kind of cut through scraps as well. Or how does she look?
I'm actually not doing too bad.
Okay.
Metagaming,
Never
I'm
mind.
44 of 57. So,
That's
Oh
not
wow,
too
never
bad.
mind then.
you did well on that health potion then.
yeah. I got 12 out of the potion.
Oh damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was it just a standard potion, wasn't it?
No, I had a greater.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Ooh.
Never mind then. If she looks fine, then I won't say anything.
I think while everybody has been dealing with emotional trauma, Chorus has just been walking around looking for really sturdy ropes.
Easy enough to find. It's
Okay.
easy enough to find in a boathouse. Yeah, there's some
Cool.
decent ropes.
He has fashioned a extremely sturdy fishing line with that hook on the end with the bait attached and is just patiently waiting to go catch a big fish.
Vix glances down at the little Eye of Aeol and is like, oh, on that point, I do think it's moving around. I'm occasionally getting something off of this little thing.
So to give you an idea of where you guys are standing,
yeah.
there is some docks that are connected to the boathouse or next to the boathouse. They are pretty rickety and pretty run down, but they are serviceable. Or there are the islands that are known as the Twins, which have bridges going over them, which in your vision, Rose, is where you saw the giants actually performing their ritual or whatever it was that they did, that you
So-
would have access to as well to gain.
Was it also in the waters there that that magical device was?
This
Under
is
the
the same
water.
lake, yes. So it's within
Yeah,
the
but
lake
like-
that you're on.
But like that side of the lake.
It was more
like that.
middle of the lake.
Okay.
The Twins would give you a closer access to it because they stretch out further.
Oh, so the artifact was shown to be like way offshore in the middle.
Correct.
Ooh. I think we'll be heading towards the Twins then, where that monster was.
Yeah, we can.
How long of a walk-ish do you think it would be from the boathouse to the end of the Twins?
Only about 10-15 minutes-ish.
That's good.
Six.
It's
Yes.
pretty directly north.
Remember what this is? And Edie, you just hear glass like goes around in her pockets, and she pulls out the vial of tentacles.
Oh.
Do I remember what that is?
I don't know if I checked it. I know I took it, but I don't remember what it does.
I can give it a look on the way.
Yeah, if you could just.
Yeah, and about this time the horses fade, so they are gone.
Can I?
Till next time.
Until next
I
time.
did steal it from the witch that turned us into to sea creatures. So I just the thought of Rose going alone makes me very nervous.
I'll be okay, but thank you, Edie. I know it's with all these losses, we want to make sure that it's safe.
Yeah.
I will say, I believe, Vix, that you had identified before with these things. They're just spell components. So
Yeah.
one of them was like squid tentacles and one was octopus tentacles. Like, I think you had 2 different vials of tentacles.
Yes. And then it was the same time we got like the powdered rhubarb leaf and the jar of fine sand. Okay.
Correct.
I don't believe these have any magical properties. Yes, I
Oh
don't.
no.
I dread having to go beneath to solve whatever problem this is. So I'm hoping the chorus is plan here with the hook. You know, hook, line, and sinker sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About that, I'm thinking maybe Nemeia and I stay back here and fight, try to draw them away. While you all go out onto the Twins, we can try to stay here and maybe catch one.
Yeah.
That
If you can
seems-
distract. Yeah, if you can distract, I can try and quickly swim and retrieve the device.
That seems horribly risky.
Isn't there just
Hmm.
one ocean creature,
Yeah.
lake creature?
I
And we've
think
dealt with the
so.
We
giants.
don't know.
Yeah.
Is
Pretty sure we
Have
saw two
we-
shadows under the water at one
Yeah,
point.
in the
Yeah.
vision, in their vision,
Yeah.
Rose, you saw a couple shadows.
A couple, okay. Oh, so there's a
Oh.
couple. I can try be quick. I know it's very risky, but I don't know what else to suggest. I can draw upon the magics tomorrow and bring with a spell that could offer a sort of water breathing to more people, but as of now I can only myself go in.
If you do, I can make you invisible.
Oh. Okay.
Hang on. Rose, did you say something about an essence?
Yes, in the vision there was this essence and blood that was going in this sort of underwater current. It seemed to travel towards the church.
Maybe that's
What
our
about
way
it?
in.
Oh,
If we can't go directly to the temple without taking some serious headaches, then maybe wherever that essence went, we could follow.
yeah, definitely. I really wish I'd prepared that spell now. But
Oh,
that's all right.
I do have the this trident here. If that would be helpful at all. I think it lets you breathe water. I'm not gonna need it if I'm here.
Oh, well, if it does, and if we wanted to retrieve that artifact now, someone could come with me.
I'm not sure if it'll help you with swimming at all. Just maybe breathing. You might be kind of slow in the water, but better than nothing.
I could make 2 people invisible if it would take up the loss of my more higher magics, but if we wanted to go with that route, we could have you
Who's the
invisible in the water.
fastest one? Who's gonna be as fast as Rose in the water?
Probably me. But if we're swimming, rather than just swimming out, if you remember where it is, I can fly us both out and then just dive down.
Yeah,
Less time in the water, the better.
yeah, definitely. I should be able to piece it together. I had the vision very recently. I just need to have a look out at the water.
Are we sure we don't want to try luring just one of them? Like near the shore, kill it, and then deal with the other one.
See what we're up against at least. Maybe we could try that now and make a plan
Try.
from there.
Do
In
you
worst
think
case,
that
this
we
doesn't
should
work, and then we all get
try?
killed.
So we have 3 options then.
Hmm.
Lure one of those creatures out that we have no idea what it even is. Like, go fishing, or Rose and I can go diving, or follow the potential essence trail.
To do them all at some point.
Go what's in the church right now.
I was under the impression that the essence led to the church, just by way of the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said that
If
the
that's gonna
church
be it.
has that headache thing happening.
Yes, it does. But
Well,
it could
that
be a
was
way
from
to
the cloud.
bypass it. Yeah, I think. But I don't know if we should maybe first focus on the artifact, and then from there try to either today or tomorrow go to the temple.
I don't know.
I was just laying out the options.
Your vision directed you at the artifact
Appreciate it.
as if the artifact was the source of this problem, correct?
Yes. Yes. Is that it all starts here.
But, Chorus, you said you don't trust it.
Well, I mean, I don't trust the gods, so just, you know.
I think that's just. Yeah, I trust Aruna, and like I said, I just need you all to trust me. And she hasn't led me astray yet.
Maybe when we
you, Rose?
remove
But I
the
do trust
artifact,
Rose.
What were you saying, Edie?
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm just letting you know that I trust you. I trust Aruna. I have fully faith in you.
Thank you.
What?
Appreciate it, Edie.
Do you think that blood would lure?
That's what this is for. Chorus holds up the dripping bag of viscera.
Perhaps if that artifact is gone, the temple won't do the head thing.
Yeah,
Maybe.
perhaps when it's removed, that black fog will disappear.
Or maybe it's involved in making the undead as well. Who knows?
It's all
Could
guesswork.
be-
I will
Say we
say,
take this most straightforward path.
the last
What was
time we
that,
said we're
Chorus?
going to lure one, we had fought all of them.
True. We might end up with 2 on our hands, but at least they're in the water and we're out of the water. What I'm thinking is we try to catch one in the water here, and then depending on how that goes, Rose goes find the artifact, and then we go for the entrance portally pulley blood thing that Rose saw in a vision. Perhaps just one step at a time.
I like that plan.
Yeah. Agreed.
What are you guys doing?
That.
Yeah.
So what's the first step that you guys are taking?
So Chorus is. Can I try to make like an investigation check or something to find like a really sturdy something that I can tie the other end of that rope to?
By the boathouse?
Yeah, nearby the water, like a
You can
tree
make an investigation
or
check. There's no
rock.
trees anywhere near you.
Okay, a rock.
There's the dock. The dock is
Yeah,
literally
but it
meant
was
to-
real rotty and gross.
Dock.
I think.
I can
Yeah.
also, I could make something sturdy for
Oh,
you.
that's
to
a
tie to.
22. Ooh, immovable.
There is nothing around you in its current form that is suitable to anchoring something big pulling on the end of it. Everything is fairly rotted. The boathouse itself is sturdy-ish, but depending on the size, if there's something on the other end, if it was yanking on it, it might bring the whole boathouse down.
Well, Archie, do you still have that door?
I think the door has definitely worn off and is not here. I don't think.
Door? Where is that?
The magic on the door probably is dissipated by
Course.
now. I think we left it at the guardhouse anyways. But if we have something strong and something metal or something that's sturdy, even a good rock that we could tie it to, I could make it very, very hard to move.
Can you make the rope
Or-
immovable?
I can. The problem is when it's immovable and there's that tension force, something like rope or wood is just going to rip.
I think that problem's there either way. But I was thinking if the rope itself can't move, then the force is self-stabilizing on the length of the rope.
It would make
we
the
pull it
whole
in?
rope. It would make the whole rope immovable, but if we cut off an end of the rope, made that piece immovable, and then tied the rest of the rope to it.
What if we tied a knot at the end and you made the knot immovable? Is that
That's what I'm
still
saying.
technically the rope?
Oh. I think it's still the same of one piece of material, but we do that, but we cut it so that it becomes its own object, and then you just tie the rope into that, into the cut off knot.
Or
Worth a try.
we maybe
Uh,
just do good old fashioned fishing. Like, that bag is dripping. I could fly out for a couple of minutes and let all the eesh, and then come back, and with all of us on the rope, we could just beach it
Or
Mostly-
could also
rather than keeping it in the
Tele-
water.
I could also telekinesis it over the water up to about 60 feet away.
What about this? And Chorus pulls out his other short sword that he hardly ever uses and flips it around and sticks it in the ground. Could you make that immovable?
Sure, I could.
So we tie that, the rope to that. That's immovable. We still take Nemeia and your plan to chum the waters, and then we try to lure them over, try to catch one. Worst case scenario, we can hopefully, well, best case scenario, we hook it, pull it in, kill it. Middle case scenario, we at least trap it on the end of the hook. Worst case scenario, it pulls us into the water and we all die. But sounds like good odds to me.
As good as odds as we're going to get.
Let's do it.
I'm willing to give it a try.
So I want to confirm: are you guys doing this all here at the boathouse, or are some of you going to the Twins? What's happening as far as this goes?
I think we
With
should
the
do
twins.
this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was saying the boathouse. Chorus was saying the boathouse.
Since we're
We've got to
not
get as close to the artifact as possible, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
For
positive.
Rose.
Rose, not enough time.
If we can trap one over here, then that's one less we have to deal with.
I figured we're just killing one.
Yeah,
If it-
best
it-
case scenario.
Yes. And then we'll
Middle case.
figure out what the second one, how to deal with the second one or the third one or however many there are later.
Keep fishing.
DM, just a funky idea here and kind of playing it back in his head. Does it seem like there was a kind of hive mind of any kind that we could have noticed them react to each other in any way? Is there any way we could discern that?
Rose in her vision saw that the marching was intentional, and that as soon as the other one became a zombie, it joined in a search pattern of its own, but it was opposite of what the other ones are. She didn't see anything in her vision that gave directions to it, so it would be understandable that maybe they were getting their directions from somewhere.
And Rose described all of that.
I should have
So-
relayed all that.
Another point to consider with the trapping one is that, as Rose described in her vision, it sounds like they are receiving instructions from something or somehow having some kind of hive mind instructions. If we catch the attention of one, much like what happened with the giants, we might catch the attention of all.
I will say that the other ones did not start coming into the fight until you guys were making noise of the fight. Like, it wasn't immediately aware. It was once the combat sounds drew it.
Just a theory to put out there.
We can
Well, we
try,
try
certainly.
At least catch one here, and then go from there. Sound like a plan?
Let's do it.
I agree.
All right. That's what we're doing. Immovable rod on the short sword with the rope tied. Everybody pulls.
Are we at the boathouse or did we go to the Twins?
I think we're doing it by the boathouse,
We were
so
making
it's...
our way to the... Because we were walking to the Twins.
Chorus was not.
We're at the Twins right now.
Yeah, Chorus's,
what I thought.
Chorus's
Are we?
whole plan
Chorus
was
is
at the
the
boathouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am so confused.
Chorus never said go to the
Hooray!
Twins. Chorus originally said some people at boathouse, some people at Twins, and Vix was like, no, because that's splitting the party and we're gonna die to whatever this horrible zombie leviathan is.
Oh, we already have to split the party, kind of. With the
Alright.
swimming.
We retcon that we're staying at the boathouse then.
Okay. I thought we'd all gone to the Twins
So
because
did
it was
I.
like a 15-minute walk, and that was when the horses
Yeah, I also
had
thought
faded.
so.
No,
Because
the
I
fa-
needed Vix to do the check as we were walking. on
no,
my
we
non-magical
remembered that we had
items.
already checked those. I thought I had already checked those, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I had to look at my notes.
Yeah, and if we stay at the boathouse, the horses will disappear while we're talking about it. Talking about all of this.
Yeah,
Okay,
they've
so-
disappeared. They're gone.
Bye.
I'm just going to prep the party on like the specifics of a movable object, like so that you guys just know how the spell works and what we have to work with, so that it'll stay in the air. We can make a word to suppress it if we need to. I'm pretty happy to stick with communication as the password. although it's a bit of a long word, and it's going to last for an hour, and I don't need to keep concentration on it, so I can put an invisibility spell as well, if you'd like to still do that, Rose. And it can hold up to about 4,000 pounds of force.
Wow, incredible.
I don't know
Well,
if the
we
sword's
we
material
can.
can.
Oh, well, we can do invisible.
Let's just catch this thing first, and
Yeah.
then deal with that.
Right.
Agreed.
Alright.
Okay.
Of course, do you have the bait?
Of course, you anchor the rope. You cast your. So go ahead and Archie, make sure you mark off your things for immovable. Your components
Yes.
for immovable object. Chorus, go ahead and make a survival or nature. I will let you pick
Okay, so
for your fishing efforts.
we are also, I think, chumming the waters. So as Archie's
Yeah.
casting a movable object, Nemeia is also like flying out and like letting some of the viscera drip into the water, and then when it comes back, we're gonna cast. Just, I think that's the.
Okay.
Immovable
come on,
object, I
guys.
believe, takes a minute to. Oh, it just takes an action. So could I? I mean, this is literally Archie's dad was a fisherman. Can I help him with this?
No, this is him.
I'm chumming the water at the moment.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, this is where my dice are gonna get
There's,
back at
there's
me
not
for
really a
earlier.
way to help somebody cast a rod or anything like that.
I believe in you, Chorus.
It'd be really awkward for you to stand
gotta-
behind him and be like, you gotta, like. It's
Well, he's
like
not
taking
casting a rod,
you-
The teaching golf
He's-
from behind.
He's
Yeah,
yeeting. He's yeeting a fish hook made of
So-
the thigh bone of a giant
It's not
into
like
the
going on a
lake.
mini golf. It's not like going on a mini golf.
So
date, though.
metal.
You're not like.
You see, Chorus, you move your
More
hips
shot
like
put.
this when
Yeah. It's just ghost.
some romantic
So
tension.
go ahead and make your
I
cast.
don't want to roll this die. It's gonna be bad.
I believe in you.
Been shaking it for like
After
15
all,
minutes
I know.
now.
After all of this planning,
And you're
Hey!
standing.
that's a 22.
You're standing
Yeah.
on. So you're standing on the shore, correct?
I think he probably would have. So we would have staked it to the shore, but then depending on how long the rope is, he's either casting it off the dock or off the shore if it's not long enough for that. But that would have been the idea. Would have been to get it out into the water as far as he could.
Okay.
And then
So
he's
the
gonna run
dock,
back.
the dock itself is very, very rotted. You're not going to be able to walk out on the
Okay,
dock very
then never
safely.
mind. I'll cast it from the
But
shore.
you can cast from the shore. You made a 22. You chuck it and you get a really solid throw, getting it out there. How long are you waiting?
Until something
Rest?
happens. I mean, no more than
10 minutes?
10 minutes probably.
True fisherman. Good. I like it. 10 minutes. We're done. As you're waiting, they do not appear to be drawn to the chum that's been being left.
Edie, actually, about 7 minutes in, after not noticing any movement or anything like that, she's standing by Chorus, like watching him fish, because she's like, "This is so cool. I love watching my dad fish, so this is fun." And so she actually has her dagger out, and she slices her hand and hands it over the water. I don't think the chum's gonna work.
But you didn't have to do that.
So metal.
Edie
What?
is metal AF.
So, Edie
Hardcore.
is on the shore. Chorus is on the shore. Where's everybody else standing?
I am 40 feet back from the shore.
Yeah,
I'm 30
I'm also
feet
like
back from
somewhat of a
Chorus.
distance.
So
With-
you're not even
Yeah.
on the map.
With bow and arrow ready.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd probably be like more like by like around where Archie is, not as far back as Vex.
So you're also not on the map.
Oh,
Nemeia,
Yeah.
I did
I'd
it.
be quite close, ready to like help grab the rope and pull it in.
Okay, so you're on the ground. Are you by Chorus then?
Yeah,
Just
with
like right next to him? Okay.
Yeah.
Then, as Edie, it starts bleeding in the water, you wait a few seconds.
I as a flavor, like, because it seems like this is going to do something, can I just like mage hand or like telekinesis the blood just a little further out so that it breaches it breaches the water a little further from the shore?
I would say, unfortunately, the blood itself is too liquidy at this point. Like it's too interspersed with the water. Once it hits, it's not its own like object.
No, like as it comes off
No,
her
like,
hands.
as it's-
Like,
as co- like,
I'd
he's
say
gonna,
you're
like,
too.
blood
I'd say
bend
you're
it
too
to-
far away to see it. You're
okay.
too far away to see it, unfortunately. I mean, if you're like 80 feet away, you're not going to see like little droplets of blood.
I'm 30 feet behind Chorus, or
You're 30 feet behind Vix, who is like 30 or 40 feet behind.
no, I wanted to be 30
said
feet behind
Chorus.
Chorus. I want to be within 30
between.
feet
Yeah,
of Chorus.
that's
Yeah.
Oh,
and
so
that-
you're
and Rose
closer
is
than
kind of, like,
you're
around
closer
there.
than Vix. Okay.
Vix the
Yes,
coward
I
is the
understood
furthest
you.
away.
Because all of my
That's
things are
fine.
30 feet, so I'm trying to be within 30 feet.
Yeah. I'm trying to be like, well, she'd be like maybe within 25 feet, just slightly forward, just so like she can get her movement if she needs. So she'd be like kind of like perched forward.
Okay. So you are about here.
And the telekinesis is 60, so if I'm like 30, then it can go maybe another 30 max.
I'd still say blood droplets are really hard to catch.
Sure.
So it's kind of like a gust of wind, like hits them and they splatter out a little bit, but it's not an object per se. But you definitely make the effort, and it falls a little bit. And we'll put you there. There's not a lot of room on this map, guys, so it is what it is.
One day you'll learn to make bigger maps for our
No,
group
I
that
made-
loves to spread out.
Okay, this is not even the original map that I was
No,
using.
I
now,
figured you had to make
because-
one up because we didn't go to the twins.
We always go to somewhere else.
Never,
Yes,
never where it's planned. Never ever.
We
So-
cannot fight at
Why
any
would
actual
we?
named location.
why not?
We're gonna fight behind the church instead.
That happens. A giant, a huge figure busts out of the water right here,
Oh my.
followed by
Yummy.
another one right there.
Oh,
And let's
jeez.
go ahead.
There's not even any
and roll for
guesswork. It's
initiative.
just they're both here.
Well,
By
you
the
put,
way,
you,
is-
put,
is
you
Thorn-
put fresh blood out there, so they are drawn to it.
Well, that's fair.
Let's
I
go
thought
ahead.
would also be next to me, by the way.
He would have been, but you guys took a really long time. He's still there, but he's not
But,
got
like,
a
not-
long time left.
Okay.
I will go ahead and put him out, but it's possible he will disappear.
Disappeared
Good fight.
mid-combat.
Woo!
Send him in the water.
Thorn! Let's go swimming. Doggy paddle.
All right. Chorus, what's your initiative?
I'm not rolling.
Why not?
Cause I was looking at the map. It's a 20, dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
22.
Ooh, Vix.
Also
Wow.
22.
Nice.
Wow.
Nemeia.
Is on
19.
Nice.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Rose.
12.
There we
Archie.
go.
13.
I'm sorry, you
Oh.
cut out. What?
13.
I'm
Well,
the
you are all
last
s- You are all still faster than those things are.
one. Whoa.
Just double checking.
So
would
let's go.
would Vix have gotten a readied shot off? Or since it's like 10 minutes and they're probably not wanting to hold the bow strung that long, then it's totally reasonable if not.
Would you have gotten a shot off?
Yeah, because they were just posted up like whenever this thing shows up. But if it's not reasonable
Yeah,
to
I
wait
mean,
that
if
long,
if it's 10 minutes, that's a
Yeah.
long time to hold it.
it's okay. That's
So
fine.
I'd say you could have held it for a round unless you were maintaining that tension.
Yeah. No.
But you are all before they go anyway,
Nice.
so you guys have free action here. Going first with Edie, then Vix, then Chorus, then Nemeia, then Archie, then Rose, then the Sharks.
Is there a specific spot where the sword is on the map?
Probably.
Because I believe that's Chorus's
Um,
weapon.
I also only see one shark. Unless
No, Chorus has.
Why is he 2?
Chorus has a
It's
lot of
2.
weapons. Don't worry about Chorus.
Yeah, I would say that the Chorus's short sword that he put in the ground is probably occupying roughly the same space he is. But it's not his only weapon, so. Do you see it? Did you refresh, Matt?
I can refresh.
Yeah, because I can see
You're gonna give zombie sharks diabetes? Is that what you're trying to do there, Chorus?
it. That's
Some
the
comment in
ultimate
chat.
weapon.
Eat his blood sugar.
And just one more
Boom!
clarification.
The sharks have diabetes.
One more clarification, in case it does come into play. You can designate creatures that, when you cast a spell, that can move the object normally. So I would have designated all of us, the heroes, and Thorn.
There we go.
They are
Can move it
not
normally.
on the hook at all. They jumped towards the blood, so they're not
Yeah.
currently captivated by anything. But that being said, it is your turn.
Put Edie on that hook.
Edie's on the hook. It is Edie's turn. Victor on deck.
Hasty. Edie is going to cast her spiritual weapon above the shark.
Which one? There's two of them.
The one that's closest to me. I don't know. I can't actually ping on this. I don't really. Where do I find my? How do I add tokens?
I put it out there.
Oh, perfect. Never mind then.
I don't know that you can add the token, but once I put it out
Okay.
there, it's yours. So you can move it if that's not what you would have
22
wanted.
to hit.
22
Yeah.
probably hits. Yes, it does.
Nice.
That's 12 points of damage with my spiritual weapon.
Just a big clock. It just clocks it.
And then she's going to use her action to cast Ellie's Earthen Grasp. And so she grabs onto Ellie, and as she pulls it off of her belt, just a spectral version comes, and she throws it at the shark. And he needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. That is a 17.
Damn.
So
Is-
this earthen, muddy, scummy hand clay like busts up from the ground and tries to grasp, but too much of it's mud and unfortunately can't hold its form, and the shark breaks free.
The hand is still in between the two sharks, like watching them.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
Vix, you are up. Course, you're on deck.
I don't know if this is smart, but if this thing runs away, I don't want it. At least want to be able to predict that. So, Vix is going to whisper a prayer. Ishki, find me their mind and show me where they go. And when they open their eyes, they're glowing this sort of iridescent green. And I am going to... Let me make sure I need to actually move into range. Nope, we're good. On the second shark, the one that's not being pelted with a spiritual weapon at the moment, that one needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
It is not going to do well at this at all. Oh, actually, better than... It's wiser. It's the wisest of all the undeads I've seen yet. It's a 12.
A 12 actually fails.
It has no negatives to its wisdom.
Whoa.
We take
It has
those.
a 1 intelligence. It is a 1 intelligence right now, guys. This is...
12, 15. It takes 15 psychic damage, and this is Mind Spike. I am now aware of wherever it is, as so long as it is on this plane.
And you recognize that this is not a zombie. You're seeing bones. This is bone form only.
Ooh, okay. Just
Gelish shark.
good to know.
Sharknado!
Sharknado.
All right. Is that every
Sharknado
turn,
during
Vic?
Bone Week on Discovery Channel. Yeah, that's it.
Chorus, you're up. Nemeia, you are on deck.
Right. So,
Did it?
can I pull the sword out of the ground, the one that's tied to the rope?
Mm-hmm.
And
Using
then,
the word to deactivate the...
so immovable.
He can
yeah.
move it. Sorry, he can move it normally since I designated him as.
Okay,
that's
so
the
he
part I
doesn't
was
need to.
clarifying.
He doesn't need to use the word.
Yeah, no. So the word can
Okay.
suppress it completely, even if like
Gotcha.
the sharks try to do
Okay,
it.
totally
but
fine.
without
Go ahead,
the
Chorus.
word.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Cool. So is that just? I'm like right next to the sword. Is it just a free action kind of thing? Cool.
It's free.
All right.
It's just like essentially like switching a weapon.
Sweet. And then so in that, so I think he's gonna pull that short sword out and pull out Eulogy at the same time, and then Misty Step on top of the shark.
Yes!
The one
That's
that Edie's,
awesome.
the one. Okay. Designate which shark, please.
Yeah, we'll go with the one that's closest. I think that's the only one I can reach. No, I can reach the other one. I'll go with the other one since Edie's weapon's there. I'll go with the other one.
I will. So just to clarify, because this was the point of Vix doing that, was like, I've got the one to the south. Focus on the other one.
Okay. Okay, then cool. I will take the then I will go for the other one then.
Because if the south one runs away, I can track it. If we kill the other one, then we only have to worry about one.
So after that, I think Chorus just sort of appears above it. I guess actually, I can Misty Step above it because it's like not occupying that space, and then tries to drive the short sword in.
So you're Misty stepping to a spot in the air and then falling? Is that what you're doing, or are you landing on top of the back of the shark?
I'll land as close as I can on top of the back of the shark.
You can absolutely land on
Okay,
the back of the
awesome.
shark. Yeah,
Let's
like
do
right
it.
there.
Yeah.
All right. Make an attack.
Driving.
This is so metal. I love
Which
this.
sword are you using? Are you using the?
I'm using the
one
short sword, the immovable short sword.
Oh.
This is so brilliant.
18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So damage wise, that is an 8.
Okay.
But I also am going to let go of that sword, which now makes it immovable.
Yes.
And pull out Eulogy and stab for my second attack. Like I pulled out Eulogy at the same time and stab for the second attack.
Now,
This is so good.
if the
This is
sword
everything I
is
want, dude.
in the body, and the body's moving, but the sword itself is still in the body, the sword's not moving, is it? Or is it, would it cut through it?
The sword
it's an
is
immovable-
held in its physical place, so like if it's strong enough to move through it, it could make it cut through it, I think.
But it's gonna do
Otherwise, it
damage
might
the
just
whole
keep it in
time.
it. But it's a
It's
skull.
not
It's
smart
a
enough to know
skeletal
anything else.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a skeleton. Did he go through the bone?
Well, he
I think
stabbed
Chorus,
into the bone.
Chorus would have like, knowing that it's just a skeleton, Chorus would have like stabbed in and tried to like lock it like with a little twist and the hilt like into the bones. Okay, so
Yes.
Eulogy, that is a 20 to hit.
It hits.
And that is another 11 points of damage.
All right. Perfect. All right.
Now I'm in the water.
So,
And now,
You are
now
above-
you're on
you
top
are-
of it.
all right. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Nemeia, you're
Technically,
up.
I've moved it, but I'm
Archie,
not gonna use it.
Nemeia, you're up. Archie, you're on deck, and then Rose.
Seeing Chorus do that, she's cursed and infernal, and she's gonna fly out as well. Always fucking do this to me. Gonna go out there, and oh god, she's going to let out a roar, but it doesn't sound intimidating. It sounds almost fearful, like she's desperate. I'm going to declare my tail as a weapon, but I am going to attack with the scimitar
Okay.
recklessly.
Are you raging then?
I am raging.
Okay.
Amazing. So with the scimitar, it's +6 to hit. 22 to hit. That's the number today.
That hits.
2d4. So first attack is 6. 11 points of slashing.
Everybody's just doing 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
22
22 and 11. Numbers brought to you today by Tales of Initiative. Second attack, double 12s, is going to be 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
11 points of damage.
It's another 11. And
Sure.
I use my bonus action. Yeah.
Today's
Good.
episode
Alright.
brought to you by the letter P for parents.
So does that end your turn then?
Yes.
Okay. Archie, you're up. Rose, you're on deck.
Okay. Hearing what Vix said, if he shouted that out, I'm
Yes.
going to go for the north one. So.
Oh, I thought you were going to say hearing Vic say P for parents.
No,
Uh,
Vix did not say that.
Have a breakdown.
Fireball.
I mean, that's what I heard.
Just immediate fireball at Vix.
Yep,
No,
I deserve it.
What is my distance from this bad boy? I'm going to. Where is Chorus? Like, the
I'm
He's
point
on
of
the
that
shark.
I think his token is underneath it, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
No, his token is on top.
Is it?
It's on
above.
top of
Yeah.
mine.
Okay,
Not for us.
I'll try and
I
reload.
just
Not
want to
for
be
us.
within 30
It's
feet.
like dead center of the, so like right at the dead center of it.
Alrighty. I just want to be within 30 feet of him. Yes.
I
Okay.
want to be with
So-
you.
It's like Archie's catchphrase now. I want to be within 30 feet. And I'm going to fireball on the shark, like the parts of it that's out of the water.
Fireball.
So-
Fireball.
Fireball?
Sorry.
Oh, I heard fireball too. I was like, do it.
Although,
Let's do it.
hell yes.
Really, the
Chorus
bait for me.
riding a shark through a fireball.
We need
Fireball.
that.
Oh, yeah.
We need fan art of that, and then we need to release a metal album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through the fire and fins.
Is that like
We
Abe Lincoln
definitely-
riding the sharks with the machine guns and stuff like that? That's the
We
name of this
definitely need
episode,
time.
Fire and Fins.
Through the fire and fins.
That's the name of this
So-
episode, by the way, Fire and Fins.
We love.
It's
Straight up
amazing.
Firebolt. The fact that those two are so similar in name has probably caused many mishaps. 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, I absolutely just named this Fire and Fins for our next this episode.
Amazing.
2d10. 14. Sorry, not 11, but 14 points of fire damage.
Nice.
How dare you do more?
Sorry.
Breaking
And-
tradition.
That is.
Does
it.
Firebolt just automatically do 3 bolts? You don't have to roll for each of them?
That's Scorching Ray. Firebolt, it does 1 bolt, but you make an attack roll and then you do 2d10 if it hits. Oh, bonus action. I'll just shout like, "Hell yeah, Chorus!" and
Get her done.
All right.
I-
Rose, you are up.
You
Such
ride
a-
that
yeah.
scaly shark all the way to the apocalypse. Yeehaw!
I saw the big brain move from Chorus and I was just very proud.
Alrighty. Cool. So Rose getting up there, and she's
Wait, are you
going
Southern
to.
all of a sudden? Rose getting on up there.
Yeah.
Now riding
Yeehaw.
scaling sharks again.
Yeah. It's just. Oh my gosh! It's just all the shark movies, and like just getting to me. But gonna do a produce flame at the northern shark.
Them chorus boys have really outdone themselves this time.
Dang. Uncle Chorus went
Aw,
shark
man.
down me
Okay.
again.
Okay.
I
Let's let her have her turn.
I do not think that hits. That is a 12 to hit.
Hey, misses! Yay!
Yay! Kind of just like goes into the one like, oh man, and can't really do anything else. She's just gonna stay there and then get Thorn while he's still here, just like, you've got this, Thorn. Go get the shark.
Are you
And
sending Thorn into the water after it?
Amazing.
Yes. Come on, Thorn. We were practicing with water earlier. He should be an expert. So
Make an
yeah.
animal handling check.
Okay. Animal handling. Actually, a little shitty. It's a 13.
He goes towards the edge of the lake, but doesn't step in yet. The fighting giants on land is one thing. Getting into unfamiliar territory with water might take a little more coaxing. And fighting
Aw.
other huge creatures
Oh man.
might take. He's
Okay, Thorn.
tail tucked between his legs a little bit here for a moment.
Oh, It's okay.
He has
Trying your
he doesn't have swimming
best.
speed, right? So it'll be half speed in the water.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right. The shark number 1 that everybody is on is going to make an attack against Nemeia. So it's going to snap up and try to get you. Chorus is directly on his back, so it's a harder sell for him to reach. Nemeia, you still have damage, correct? You don't have all your hit points?
Correct. I'm still down some.
Okay, so
So
the reason I asked is the shark has blood frenzy, so they get advantage if you don't have all your hit points.
I love sharks.
She also
They're
attacks
so cool.
reckless.
Rude.
Natural 20.
Oh
No, I
on
didn't.
both of my
Oh.
dice! On both of my
Total
dice!
shift.
Thrash!
Total shift against one of the natural 20s, the first one.
Well, they were both natural 20s on
It
advantage,
was
but I'll do
advantage, right?
I think
Yeah,
it's an
it
won't matter.
advantage, so-
Oh,
Oh, will it
one.
not
won't
matter
matter.
for that? But does it not have to use
Yeah.
the lower die?
They were both natural
No.
20s.
So you'll
So
have yeah.
Edie sees
It must-
try to fix that
No.
and see it not work, and she goes, "Oh, well, yeah, here, let me do it." And she's like,
Well-
"Absolutely not." And that means you need to re-roll and take the lowest roll.
Yeah, let
Chrono
let
Shift is
Edie-
also the target
But
must
he
use the
gets-
result of the second roll.
But he still gets advantage on the attack.
Yeah.
But the
So I
spells
can
and the
re-roll.
ability both specifically say you must use the lower result. So it's giving a new, more specific rule than just the normal advantage.
Okay, so I'll still roll with advantage, but I have to use the lower result.
I can't remember how this works. I'm looking up both
No,
because
so
it's
you
weird.
just
he would
roll-
have. He would have.
You roll again.
Okay, I'm
And
gonna roll. Then I
you-
will roll again, and I'll take the lower result with advantage because.
Yes,
That's
with
what I'm doing.
advantage still.
So that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, just canceling the natural 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, just not natural
Yeah.
20.
Okay, wait. So whose ability got used then for
I think it
Can
was
you is yours a
Edie's.
reroll?
mine? I think has the same similar description. It says the target must use the result of the second roll. So
No.
Which is what I did,
So
and
do
I
you
used the
have to
lower roll.
re-roll? Read the first line.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're done with that. I ruled.
Yeah.
I re-rolled
yeah.
with advantage, and I still used
Yeah.
the lower of the two, so I rolled with. Technically, it would have been a
So
straight roll
Edie's.
then, but I used the lower roll, and it was a 21. So that's what I did. 21
So
hits,
Arjun, your
correct?
spell slot.
Okay.
Well, I used both of them, which is why I used the lower roll instead of the higher roll. If you either way, it hits, so you guys can work that out. But I incorporated both of yours. 21 hits, yes.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
Okay. It is 21 points of piercing damage halved to 10.
I am
Yep.
instantly regretting my decision.
And that ends his turn. The other one is going to bite at Chorus because it can reach Chorus on the other one's back. Chorus, do you have all your hit points, Chorus?
Yes. Plus some.
Ooh.
Temp HP.
I will say I'll do a straight roll, but technically this could be considered flanking since you're on the other one's back. But I'm just going to do a straight roll because I usually do well against you anyway. And I continue that streak. That is a 26 to hit.
God.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
I'm gonna use Sentinel as well.
So that makes it attack you instead.
No, I just get to use my reaction to make an attack.
Gotcha. Okay, so that is a lot of damage.
Not to
18,
be
20
the worst, but I don't know if you can, Nemeia, because you have to be within 5. The creature that you're sentineling against has to be within 5 feet of you.
Oh, it's not?
It's not. It's
the second shark.
it's on the
southern
other
shark.
side.
Okay, that's fine.
So
20
that
points.
is 7, 15. Sorry, hold on. 19 plus is 25. Hold on. 7 plus 9 is 16 plus 2, 18 plus 6, 24 points of piercing damage.
I'm
And
fine.
then that shark is going to stay put for now. That ends its turn. Back to the top of the order. Edie, you're up. Vix, of course, then follow through. So Edie, you're up.
Use my bonus action first to swipe with the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Ten to hit isn't going to hit.
10 misses.
And she will try to swipe it with the hand again. So strength saving throw.
Perfect. Okay, go ahead and make that. 16 plus 6, 22.
Saves. That's the end of Edie's turn.
Okay. So as the hand reaches up again, tries to grab, again, the shark this time kind of swings its tail a little bit, knocks it free. Chorus, you are up. Or no, sorry, Vix, you're up. Chorus, you're on deck.
Vix is going to shoot first of the northern shark. Just an arrow. If I need to move at all, I'll move to get a cleaner shot. I don't know.
For which shark are you trying to hit?
For the northern shark, for this guy.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Chorus is on its back, and it's big enough that you still have an obstructed view.
13.
13 just hits.
Hey, I'll take them apples. 10 piercing damage on that one.
Perfect.
And then for my second shot, I'll take another step to the north and shoot at the southern shark.
Southern shark.
No.
Okay.
Okay, natural 19, so that one's definitely going to hit.
Naturally hits. Yep.
That one's just 7 piercing damage.
Okay, perfect. And I just saw that par for the chorus joke, and that's beautiful. All right, so your first arrow sticks in the one. You go, ha! Shoot the other one. You're feeling a little more Robin Hoodish right now than earlier.
Glad I am not
does that end your
Horus.
turn?
Keep it up, good buddy! And that's it for me.
All right, Chorus, you are up. Nemeia, you are on deck.
Okay, I'm fine. Damage doesn't matter. I'll be okay. Zephyr Strike
Ooh!
has a bonus action, and I'm gonna double attack this guy.
Do it to
So-
it, Lars.
First attack will be with advantage. The one that I'm on top of is the one I'm trying to kill.
Yeah, I assumed so.
Cool. Cool. I'm really glad I rolled that with advantage. That is 23 to hit.
Yes, definitely hits.
I would like to point out that I am out of favored foes. I am out of a lot of things that let me do damage, so...
But you are not
Well,
out of sword.
I'm not out of sword, that's true. And that is 13 points. 6 of that is force damage.
Okay. It is the shark you are on is looking rough.
Great. And I will attack it again without advantage. This is just a normal attack. Hell yeah, that's a 24 to hit. I'm assuming it still hits.
Yeah, still hits.
And that one is just a
Retribution.
10 points of damage.
Nice. It is
Still
it
alive?
It is still alive, but it's
Okay.
looking. I mean, as dead as hurt as a skeleton can look. Like, it's hard to describe how a skeleton looks hurt, but it's hurt.
And then, just because this is probably a bad place for me to be in, I am going to move 1, 2... Oh, I can get back to shore. Yeah, okay, so I'll move there.
With half your movement going through the water.
Yeah, that's 15 feet, right?
The shark will get an opportunity attack against you.
Zephyr Strike. No opportunity attacks against me.
Oh, that's true. You
Nice.
chose Zephyr Strike. My bad. Good call.
Do you still have your
Very
trident as well? That gives you
You
the
have
swimming?
my trident. It doesn't give me swim speed. It just gives water breathing. So,
Oh.
but yeah, that is my whole thing. That's my turn. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, then Nemeia, you're up. Archie, you're on deck, followed by Rose.
She's going to attack again, and at the same time call out, "Are we bailing or are we killing?" Oof. 13.
13 just hits.
Oh,
Nice.
couldn't remember. beautiful 9. Wait. 8. What's 8 plus 5?
13.
13.
13. There we go. 13 points.
Nice.
First attack.
Okay. Yep.
Second attack. This is all with the scimitar. Amazing. 17. Yeah, that's gonna hit. That's
Okay.
23.
Yep.
Oh, not great.
Hits and then some.
Yep, beautiful. 2. 7 points.
Okay.
Yep.
It is still up, but not by much.
And then bonus action attack again. That's 24 to hit.
Yep.
These were all recklessly, by the way.
Sure.
5, 10 points of slashing.
How do you want to kill this one?
Yes. Again, just getting the scimitar in between it as I'm like hacking and slashing at it, and just ripping its head off as the scimitar cuts through the vertebrae.
So as you shove your scimitar in it, you strengthen muscle, you pop. The front of the head falls forward as it detaches from the jaw and falls down, starts sinking under the water. The body, unable to sink because it's being held afloat by a sword, just stays there. But the shark is dead.
That is my turn.
All right. After your turn, it is Archie. Rose, you're on deck.
Okay.
You don't need to use any movement, Nemeia.
Well, yeah. She'll fly here.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm about 10 feet in the air. I'm 5 feet in the air.
Interesting thing I'm gonna attempt here. Can I use telekinesis to pull the sword out of the one that is now dead, and try and just, because I think it's basically mage hand, like move it towards Nemeia. Because we are able to move it as normal.
Put it in the other shark.
I can't attack with it.
Just slide it down. It doesn't just through the ribs. No attack.
Just let it.
I should have got it.
Just thread the needle.
Yeah. In the eye sockets.
Let me hold on a second.
I think you would have to. You would have to cast Mage Hand using the telekinetic feat, like as an action.
Well, I already have it up. He's constantly doing telekinetic stuff, and it's a cantrip, so it can be up all the time.
But it does take a bonus action to use the telekinetic shove. So doing Mage Hand would be an action.
Yeah. Could I kind of action and then almost bonus action for the telekinetic shove to pull the sword out, and then the remainder of the action it lets you move it by 30 feet. I think.
Just a second here. Looking something up really fast. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could telekinetically take the sword using your mage hand, and move it.
All right, I'll put it right just to the left of Nemeia's token. So the sword, and then once it's let go, it just floats there.
Okay. All right.
So I'm putting it level with Nemeia, so if the shark, not only can she grab it easily, but if the shark comes directly towards her, it's gonna bonk into the sword as well.
Well, she's above water.
Yeah, if it comes directly beneath her, but kind of that diagonal between her and the shark, I'm putting it at kind of a midway point, but it can definitely go around it for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Does that end your turn?
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna move just 5 feet closer, and I'll just shout the chorus, and Nemeia the sword. That's it.
All right, Rose, you're up.
All right. Would she be able to, from where she's standing, do a produce flame towards the bottom one?
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Because the
Please
first one's
hit.
dead, so I mean, you could
Yeah,
do
yeah.
a dead shark, but what's the point?
No. Okay, so that is now 22. Another 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. And that gives us 10 points of fire damage.
Perfect.
Towards that, and then she's gonna try coax Thorn like, it's okay, Thorn. You've got this, okay? Don't you want to go and give that shark a big chomp?
Go ahead and make another animal handling check.
I get to use my halfling ability. It's a natural one.
Nice.
Okay, that is. Where is my animal handling? Only slightly better at a 14.
Okay. That's enough. So he does start. He'll go ahead and get in the water, and again, once he's in the water, he has half movement speed. But I'm sure that's enough to get like right there. Didn't you
Yeah.
say that the sword was right in front of Nemeia?
Like the left of her token between her and the shark. As
Right.
like
That's
almost
what I want.
identical.
Okay, I just
Or
wanted to
the
make sure Thorn
square.
wouldn't run into it.
Yeah. And then could Thorn just do a chomp? That is. Okay. Quite bad though. And wouldn't have pack tactics, sadly. That is an 11 to hit.
Fortunately, does not hit. So getting in the water, Britt
Yeah.
kind of gets the courage to go in there, but still doggy paddling. And tries to bite, but doesn't manage. Misses the attack.
It's okay.
Do you want to move, or are you staying put?
I think she'll probably just. It's a good place that she's at right now.
Okay.
And Thorn's good there.
All right. That ends your turn. Then it is the other shark's turn. It is going to take a bite at Thorn, and Thorn does not have full health, correct?
No.
That is 27 to hit on Thorn.
Jesus.
That hits.
I think Thorn is about to go take a nap.
Let's see.
That is 20 points of piercing damage.
He's hanging on by a thread.
After the bite,
Lord.
sensing the turn of tides, the shark is actually going to he's going to dip underwater and swim away. Thorn could have an attack of opportunity if he wanted.
Yeah. He's definitely going to. Come on, Thorn. Okay.
Nemeia can't sentinel it. Ah.
That is. Wait, where is Thorn again? +5.
No, she can.
That's a
Both in the
15.
water. 15 hits.
Nemeia can get an AOL. She's got her tail.
That's true.
Oh, I do.
Yes.
Wait, I didn't think we could do that.
You can AOO with your tail,
That
yeah.
is 8.
Yeah. Attack of opportunity
Okay.
because he's 10 feet
11.
away.
It's a
11
melee
points.
weapon. Okay,
We got
that's
Okay.
11.
another 11 peeps.
Perfect.
As he's like
But I
holding
can't
on by a
use-
thread and just like. Poor boy.
Beautiful. But I can't use my sentinel on this, can I? That's
You're
going to be
s-
within 5 feet.
This is not the Sentinel
That's
reaction
correct.
attack. This is an AOO,
Right,
but
this is just your
Sentinel will
AOO,
still drop its movement to 0 if you hit.
Doesn't she have to be within 5 feet to use Sentinel, though?
Yeah,
It's
didn't we agree?
the reaction attack that Sentinel gives you when an enemy attacks somebody else. You have to be within 5 feet. Dropping an opponent's movement speed to 0 always happens anytime it's an AOO. This is an AOO, not the Sentinel reaction attack.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, it's a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, no, hang on. This is my tail. Wait, that's different dice.
Oh, it's in place.
Tail, 10 foot, 1d8. Where's my d8?
Who needs an immovable sword? We've got Nemeia.
Yeah.
3, 6, 8. 8 points of that's piercing damage.
Nice. And he does not go anywhere because he can't. All right, that ends his turn. Then Edie, we're back to you, followed by Vix and the rest of you.
Edie is going to walk up to Chorus and cast Cure Wounds at a 2nd level.
How you doing anyway, Chorus? What's your hit points at right now?
29 of 43. I lost half my hit points plus
That's
10
still-
HP in that last attack.
That's
So
still,
that's-
I mean, I was expecting it to be worse, so.
had 10
14
points of
hit
hit.
points.
14?
And then
That's
she'll take a
useful.
move her spiritual weapon to the 2nd shock and take a swing.
Yeah.
Do it. Make it happen, Captain.
That healed you.
Murder the shark.
That healed you to exactly full, I think.
It did. 43.
Tweet.
Chorus is going back in the water.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
That's a 6 damage.
Okay, awesome. So you give it a good bonk with the bell, and like bells and waters don't have the same dong, spell, but it makes kind of like the slap when the knocker hits the side when it's being held. But it absolutely hurts the Sharky.
That's the
All
end
right.
of Edie's turn.
I like it. Vix, you're up. Of course, you're on deck.
Vic's gonna run up to this boat, Captain Morgan pose, while firing 2 arrows at the remaining shark. 17 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, it was so close to a natural 20. Ah! And a 14 to hit.
Yep. Both hit.
So.
Damn it.
8. Ooh, and max damage 11. So 19 piercing damage between the 2 attacks.
Perfect. It's starting to look as rough as a skeleton can look.
That's it for my turn.
Chorus, are you going back in the water? Nemeia, you're on deck.
yeah, of course, it's going back in the water.
Hey!
Yeah.
Yeah, he swims out. That's as far as I can get. And then I think just regular
I think the sword
attacks.
will be like directly right above you at that point, because that's where I put the sword.
All right, yeah. Chorus, as he's swimming, if I can, will like try to grab the sword above him and pull this move again and try to stab it into the creature with this attack.
It's 5 feet above you. If you're swimming, maybe?
That's true.
you'd have to like jump up. It'd be a real make an acrobatics check. Or I'll say athletics. I'll let you do athletics.
Channel
Okay,
that
that's
inner
fine.
dolphin.
One more. Come on, dolphin. That's only a
Be a dolphin.
12.
You try to get up there and you kind of like grab it, but you can't like your fingers just brush off it.
That's fine.
And I'll say
Is that
that's like
counting?
part of your movement.
Okay, cool. Then I will just attack with Eulogy instead. So it's 2 attacks. It's a 18 and a 24 to hit for both.
Both will hit.
Cool. And that is I think 16 points of damage. Yeah, 16.
Between the two.
Oh, and bonus action for Planar Warrior, which
Okay.
is an extra 8. So that's
24.
24 points. And the first one is all force damage.
Okay. Doesn't make any difference in this, but it's good to know. It's looking really rough. I mean, again, for a shark and skeleton, you see some cartilage popping, and I mean, it's skeleton's all cartilage, but whatever.
Bones cracking.
No Krakens.
No,
please.
no Krakens, please. Yeah.
Bones cracking.
Out of the water. All right, is that end your turn?
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
Nemeia, you are up. Archie, you're on deck.
Yeah, I'll grab the sword in front of me, and I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna lose my token, but I'm gonna get sort of directly above it. Yep.
Okay.
And first attack, I want to drive the short sword into it.
Okay, so make your attack.
And I'm gonna. Yeah, this is going to be done recklessly. Thank God. 18.
Okay, that hits.
What's the? Do I get to deal damage with that?
Yeah, it would be. You're still attacking with a sword. It's a
Yeah.
short sword, so what? It's a
1d6.
1d6. That's cocked.
plus your
Dex or
Dex?
strength, whichever is higher. It's
Dex or
finesse
strength,
weapon.
yeah. You get a pick.
You can use whichever. And your
It
rage.
would
plus your
be
rage bonus.
strength. So 5 plus my strength is
Plus your rage
3,
bonus.
so it's 8. 10 points.
Okay. And are you leaving the sword in there?
I'm gonna leave the sword and then.
Oh, the
second
other one
attack-
has sunk now. The other bones here.
Second attack, I'm just gonna swing the scimitar around.
It's a no bones day.
16 and a natural 20.
All right.
Yeah.
you invoked the no bones and made a natural 20 happen on the other side of the world. Amazing.
That was beautiful.
That's like the butterfly
so that's
effect.
gonna be
right
a 26.
The bonus effect.
So,
there. 26 points of
8.
damage.
Oh no, God, no, I'm not. No, that's 26.
Well, you did a
26
natural
total to
20.
hit,
Why don't you
but I
roll
did
your
a
natural?
20.
Yeah, roll. I don't care what the total is. Then if you hit nat 20, it's an automatic crit. Let's get the damage for
Yeah.
that.
So max 8 damage, and then I roll. Oh, that's balls. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do it.
Hands above it. Just drive the scimitar straight down through its cartilage skull and just gouge out as I retract my weapon. It's leaving a massive gash through where its head is.
Okay. So as you drive the scimitar and it cracks the cartilage and splits it, and actually like the skull itself splits some, like in it too, where you cut. And then as you pull your scimitar out, once again the shark just kind of floats there, unable to sink due to the short sword embedded in its back. And that is where we are going to end today's session.
We survived. Oh, we survived.
So,
Wang.
this Sharky boy dead, other Sharky boy dead, Thorn just like barely hanging on, swimming in the water.
He's doggy
Poor
paddling.
Thorn. He's trying. Yeah. Doing his
Thank
best.
you, everybody, for coming to hang out today. We really appreciate you and all that you do and all your support. Make sure you come back next week for episode 29, where we continue exploring Loch Hilbrand and seeing what is going on. The lakes might be safer now. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
After a
They're
More
war.
dead parents for Archie to find.
That's what Archie thinks.
There's a secret third
That's what
parent.
there's a secret.
Yeah.
These are actually all
Ar-
doppelgangers. of Archie's
Archie's father's secret lover.
Yeah.
It is actually Archie's biological mother.
It
She
turns
was-
out Archie was adopted, but both of those
was the
parents are
boats and the
also
boat.
dead.
She
Everybody's dead.
Oof.
So come back next week. Until then, stay safe, be good to each other, love each other, and are you ready for more tales?
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.